Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Choose Your Roll, your favorite show on the internet. And a place that's the schedule is getting real wacky. Stay tuned. We may not be back next week. We might be. I might have to get one of these other people to stream it.
I will be in New York City. I'm sorry.
Yes.
But I'm good after that.
But I am your DM extraordinaire, AJ, and do let me know in the chat if I am far too loud, as this new microphone is a lot more powerful and right in my face. But we will begin with our non-denominational introductions.
All right. Hello, everyone. I'm Odin. I am playing Raphael Laurent, the human fighter. I'm the goody boy at the party, I think.
You're all right.
So one on the nice list.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Pebbles. I'm playing Sylvie, the Gexy Bard, who is a nice little guy. She's so nice.
Sorry, I was getting stuff together. Hi, I'm Micah. I'm playing Lucian, the Dragonborn Wizard. He is completely validated in his actions.
Hi everyone, I'm Lowell. I'm Toma playing Lowell, Garwell Herald. And I don't know, something seems a little off about Sylvie. There's definitely something going on.
Well, hi, I'm Selkus, and I think Toma's just gaslighting us and totally wrong about everything. In this, I'm playing Einar, the Elf Berserker.
Yes, I'm the one gaslighting.
No, definitely.
Don't know what you're talking about.
So,
I don't know. I trust Einar. I think you're doing stuff.
Go ahead, Micah. Tell us what.
Okay.
Tell these fine people what happened.
We prepared to take on the job in the mine that was going to be dealing with an outbreak of methods that had started appearing. Lucian was able to share with the rest of the group basic knowledge about methods, trying to warn them about their nature of exploding upon defeat. The warning didn't help too much because they still exploded and people were still by them. We ended up speaking with a halfling woman named Anj, I believe is how it's pronounced. To get information about the job before taking it. As we first started into the mine, we were jumped in multiple locations, between them blending in with the walls, hiding in the mine carts, but we ended up fighting through a couple of different waves of methods before we ended up dealing with some of them by what was it called? Where is it? I have it in my inventory. What was it called? A frost quartz, where it seems like that might have been what was drawing some of the methods to the area. But upon finding the frost quartz, it became a discussion of whether we should take it or not. It was decided that we would take it, but Raphael's request of, if they ask for it, we give it to them. Einar agreed, mainly just hoping for Raphael to forget, which he did. Which Einar then also slipped it to Lucian, likely in a attempt to false saying, "Oh, I guess I lost it," but that wasn't needed. We ended up, after completing the job, the group went to go talk with Layla Pimroyd.
Pomroy.
I have an E. Pomroyd.
No, there's no D. There's just Pomroy on the map.
Pomroyd. The goblin woman who is partial owner of the mine. Einar, Sylvie, and Lowell went to a bathhouse where Einar started talking about his wife and children, about the unfortunate loss of his wife and how Lowell reminds him of his wife. Lowell then started talking about...
He did say that, yeah.
Yes. Lowell then started talking about his relationship back in Greenbrook and the unfortunate outcome of the girl he was having the fling with unfortunately distracting people on a boat, which led to the death of many people on the boat. And then everybody just sort of met back up, and Lucian and Einar definitely didn't have a secret meeting discussing future plans. Definitely not.
No, it's really weird. Why would you even mention that?
I don't know. I did no clue.
Take the reroll you so desperately will need. And we start with Sylvie at just walking out of the bathhouse.
I think Sylvie is kind of like kind of in like the afterglow of like warm bath. Like that was kind of perfect, especially after kind of like the roughing up we all got in the mines. So it's kind of like pretty happy, and then gets out and it's cold outside, and it's like that feeling of stepping out of shower into a cold room. She's like, ugh, and kind of a cloak tighter around herself.
It is a rather cold winter night. Well, late fall night.
Yeah, I think she's just kind of like bundling herself up, pulling out some mittens she made, all that kind of stuff.
And I'll say, Lowell and Raphael also enter their baths right there.
Walks out, wind blows by. Well, I suppose we should get back to the inn. It's going to be a cold one tonight.
Raphael comes out in his full armor set still. He looks cleaned up, but he's very clearly completely back in all his gear.
He never took it off.
Goofy is Lowell.
Hope you had a good bath. Hello again.
Hello.
Not very. He brushed it out. It's fine.
Say, did you know they had lavender soap in there?
Oh no, I used my own.
Ah.
Do you smell like lavender soap?
Do you sniff him?
Let me get a whiff.
You mention it, and he does. His nose does twitch as he checks to see if you actually used it.
Yes, he does smell like lavender.
He makes no comment then.
Say, you can see even his armor's been polished.
Did he miss a spot?
No.
Impeccable.
Never.
So, when I'm making your cold winter gear, Raphael, I'm in the middle of working on it. Am I going to have to consider it being under the armor, or do you want it over the armor?
Probably
Cannot be
under.
under.
Oh, probably over. This kind of has to stay tight to me for protection.
Alright, okay. She kind of like opens up a little thing, breaks that down.
Also, to be considered from a tactical standpoint, if the armor is covered, they will not be able to see where it is covering as easily.
No, but they will hear me
Oh.
jingle still.
Yeah, I can't muffle that unless I do like a full kind of takedown of the armor itself. That, and yeah, I don't really know armor.
Wait. I feel like we're missing someone. Someone went into that bath with you all. Where's Einar?
Oh, he headed out early. I think he was, gonna go get food or something? I can't remember.
Raphael is gonna kind of look up to see what time it is.
You look, it is dark.
I believe he went to check on our friend Lucian.
Alright. Did he say where he'd meet us?
I had mostly assumed it would be back at the inn.
Oh. Might as well. What do you guys think for dinner?
Did something catch your eye among the town?
Me?
Just Charlie looks at you for a second. Well, yes, I had supposed we would just have whatever is at the inn, but you're bringing a question to it.
Oh. Well, I was just wondering. I I had a question over one of the things we found in the mines. I was hoping to go ask the people at the Earthweaver's Tower.
You think it'll still be open? They got kind of cranky when Bushin and I showed up late.
Does seem a bit late.
Yeah, I don't want to disturb them. Then we took it up enough of their time today.
There's a possibility that now that his life is no longer in mortal danger, Lucian may know.
Yeah,
We can
you might.
find out when we all have bowls of stew in front of us. Let's go. And she's doing that thing where you're in a conversation and you kind of walk a little fast, like, come on, let's go.
No, she's right. We should all go. I'm right there! She's just gonna take off.
No, have little legs.
Okay, so just back to the end then. No, no going out to eat somewhere else.
No, I think he's just gonna run back to the inn because he also wants to find Einar and Lucen.
Now we got food at home.
I just imagine that Lowell is just casually jogging at a normal pace and just kind of keeping up with Sylvie.
Oh, absolutely. Sylvie's slower than all of you, I believe.
Raphael's gone a full dead sprint.
Oh no.
Alright, so you do end up back. Would Lucian and Einar be there?
Lucian was gonna go and get himself washed up before heading back to the inn.
Yeah,
Okay,
so I
so
know
she
would be there.
Yeah, so just Einar would be sitting there by himself. Doing what?
At this point, considering it's about dinner time, I imagine he's already got a plate of something.
Alright.
Yeah, so let me just check what was in the store again. Because I know you had a menu for this, didn't you?
Yeah, oh, I have a menu for everywhere you go.
True. Lormont stores. Open
Well,
Evelyn.
I am better than that.
I know, I expect that of you. Let's see. I think he's going to get the herb garlic roast half chicken.
So,
Awesome.
it is set before you, steaming with a deep aroma of wild herbs and garlic. As you drag your fork across the skin, there is an audible noise, as you can tell that is crisp as it'll get. And with just the slightest push down of the fork, it begins to ooze juices.
Ah, finally some good quality.
You hear, finally, from the innkeeper.
Oh, no, I had some porridge the other day. I've been craving meat for a long time.
Well, you've been staying here for a couple days. You made it sound like you don't like my cooking.
No, I like it. It's just, I'm used to bigger portions than what I've been ordering.
I should have known from the look of you. You don't like my. It's not you don't like my wife's cooking. Well, let me see if I can
Good.
get you something extra.
And I get poisoned today. Woo!
Congratulations, you've insulted the married couple.
Yeah!
To never insult the cook. Definitely don't insult the cook's husband.
So as you guys walk in, you do see Etienne putting down another half of a chicken in front of Einar. And he just says, well, given your cultural standards, you're gonna get more food. You ain't gonna leave anything on that plate.
Oh, I bet you have my thanks, lad.
He's gonna walk back to behind his bar.
Gonna pull a nasty patty on you.
He can try.
Can Lo make an insight on what's going on?
You can try?
Cool. 90!
Alright, Selkus, this is all yours, buddy. He's inciting you.
He's inciting me? I thought he was inciting the cooking.
No, that was the general situation. Like,
Oh,
trying
okay.
to determine like why the guy was speaking the way he was.
Likely, Einar must have made a vocal flub of some sort right in front of the management of this small establishment. Likely about the food. Even 19 doesn't let you know the parts you weren't there for.
That's fine. Just wanted to see if it was something Einar said or something else.
No, it's something Lucian said.
Okay.
Just walk in, with Sylvie probably winded next to him. Getting yourself
Mhm.
into trouble without us already.
Say that to Einar, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't say that much. More like get myself into a bigger meal. Here, grab a seat.
Ooh, good. I'm hungry.
Hey, got a bit of chicken here.
No, I'll get my own.
Did you? Give me a second. She like climbs up onto the stool. Did you see Lucian? You're fast, man.
I ran into him earlier. He was heading to the bathhouse himself, actually.
Oh, he must have just missed him.
He must have. Or maybe he took a different route there to it than you. So, anything I miss?
No,
As
I
he'll
do
start
not,
eating his chicken.
Believe anything specific was missed. Mostly just wondering what sort of use we might have for the things we found.
Oh, look at that. Someone real handsome just did a raise a toast point redeem. So one of you has to make a toast in character, and I'm gonna roll a d6 for that. 1, 2, not it can't be
Maybe a
him.
D4 at this point.
I was about to say Lucian just in the bathhouse. Wait, why am I raising my arm? No.
Hey, it's Einar regardless.
Ah, the curse passes back to me. I see. When am I guessing around?
Mhm.
Well,
Raise a toast at the nearest opportunity.
sure. I guess I'll wait until everyone orders their food at the very least, because that's only
Yeah.
polite.
Order your foods and drinks. Take out your own money. You're big people. Except
I will
Sylvie.
I will get a cider myself.
Say,
Alcoholic or non.
Raphael is gonna take a his own herb garlic roasted half chicken.
Oh, yeah, it is real fragrant when it comes out.
Ah, good.
Really
tell you.
loosens the body up after a very hard day. Just what you need to fuel yourself.
He's just sitting there. He goes, you know, the plum and cream crepes were to die for. So I have really high hopes for this, and I'm sure it will not disappoint.
Well, you've been staying here how many days and we've not disappointed you yet?
God, he's right. You can also get a house milk.
Oh, coming right up.
Thank you.
He's gonna take a pitcher and just pour you a nice whole milk.
I'll have a milk.
I will also have a milk and a stew. Yippee.
Ah, blending in, I see. He gets it. As the stew is very, very warm and hearty and very thick, they are pairing it with a piece of crusty, day old but still free garlic bread.
Yo, garlic bread.
That's great.
They're really busting out the good shit now.
I was gonna get a chicken and a cider.
Alcoholic or non?
Alcoholic, he's hurting a little bit.
One alcoholic chicken, got it.
Yeah!
Hmm.
Yes, as the cider is served to you hot in a mug with a cinnamon stick in it.
Take it and none. Thank you very much.
It's one thing I love more than grateful customers. It's paying customers.
Man, he's not gonna let me live that slip down, is he? Rest of the campaign, I guarantee it. Running bit.
Every time you come back here.
Just every time you come in, your meal gets progressively bigger.
Yes.
Making a sketch of your face to put on a board.
Yeah, it's like one of those wall. Okay, no, I'm not gonna say because I'm not gonna get sidetracked. But I'll have a joke later. Well then, I'll say a toast then to a job well done. Congratulations
Oh,
to
yeah.
everyone here.
I'll raise my cup of milk.
Oh,
I think some of us. Cheers. I think some of us could use some practice with the closed spaces, but all's well ends well.
I mean, we did a good job.
Everyone came out with their limbs and their lives. I'd say that's a good enough job to me.
Well, nods and raises his plus. To no serious injuries. No, just gently tap it against Sylvie's.
Whew. Well, hoping we can actually do some more of that.
Some more mind clearing, or?
No, just more helping people.
I suppose so. I was gonna actually ask that. Anyone have any plans on what exactly we should do next?
Well, I do want to go and see what these things we found in the mine are. Like, if they have any magical properties.
You know, I was a former traveler myself. I can at least take a look what you're doing.
Who said that?
The bartender, the innkeeper, he said that.
Oh,
But you know anything of restaurants?
I've just been around the block or two. Let me, if you wouldn't mind setting it down, I can take a look for you.
Who actually hasn't?
I think Raphael does. Because he has them in his little, like, lockbox.
His ornate box. He got
Yeah,
Oh, right, the box.
Yeah.
Yeah, Raph was the
have
one
the frost quartz. I believe we gave all the
the method
cores.
cores did go to Raphael in his box from Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah,
Because I gave him one I had.
He'll pull out the method stones that we found.
I'm gonna roll something behind the screen.
No, they are not a tip.
The wench thinks these were her tip.
Nope.
And as he's looking, someone just comes through the door, sighing, as you hear outside thunder begin to split the sky. And he just sits down and says, "I need something strong." And putting down a little jewel binocular, Etienne says, what happened to you today, Jacob?" I don't know. Just nothing. None of my work turned out fine. Every sword turned out brittle. Every piece of armor turned out warped.
Oh no. Tell you what. He's gonna put down a silver piece. How about that man? I'll pay for that man's Stonewall bourbon.
Yeah. Well, thank you kindly, sir. Name's Jacob. Local one of the blacksmiths around here.
Ah, Raphael.
Don't know what. Hell of a day. Hope you had a better one, Raphael.
But we decided to go into those mines and fight methods.
Oh, that was you guys. We saw someone. I heard of someone walking in, but I was working at the time.
Hey, that was us.
It wasn't just me. There were problems across the entire smithing yard.
No?
Yeah.
Does this sort of thing happen often?
Shouldn't. We don't do anything different. It starts every day. We have one of the priests from the chapel comes over, gives us a blessing. We all go to work and hope Saint Ferran's wisdom is with us.
It's odd that everyone was having the same problems.
Yeah.
Couldn't be an issue with material, could it?
Oh, I doubt it. It's not like anything new was brought in. It was the same pile we've been drawing from.
What?
And as the bourbon is poured, Etienne just goes, "Well, I assume you know that these came from Mephits and that they're minorly magic, right?"
Yes.
I assumed as much, considering they were making elementals. Small ones, but...
These don't make the elementals. These are part of them. Yeah, most I could figure out from my recollection is that when you kill one of those little Mephits with something of its exact opposite, they don't get to go back to where they came from.
I suppose that explains why only one of them dropped it.
I'm holding two.
Did we have two? I thought we
It
only
was
had
the
one.
dust one and the magma one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Magma
I only remember the magma one because that one actually took a good amount of effort to get.
Yep.
Because I got one with a wind blade, and didn't we have two dust
Nope, one dust.
No, one dust and one magma.
I thought we had 2 dust and 1 magma.
That's what I thought.
That's what I have in my
Whatever your
notes.
Whatever your inventory says. I'm not looking at your people's inventories.
Never mind, you sold 3.
Yeah. No, we had 2 dust and 1 magma.
Okay.
They can be used in some low-level enchanting. Pretty primary ingredient for depending on what you're doing.
You know, I thought they might have as much potential.
Oh yeah, these dust cores are great for making an enchanted pickaxe. Makes stone more brittle.
Huh. Curious.
Imagine that would be quite useful.
You just gotta be careful to take care of it. Pickaxe can get a little brittle too as a bit of a side effect from the geomancy.
I suppose. So it weakens all the material then around it. I guess it makes sense. You know, it comes from a dust beam.
Weaken stone, and unless your pickaxe is completely pure platinum, it's probably gonna get a little bit weaker from it. Might break, but as long as you take care of it, you should be fine.
Always the problem, I suppose. Always drawbacks with enchantments like that.
This magic core could make a hell of a smith's hammer.
The dust one?
No, the magma.
Magma one.
I suppose it might impart some amount of heat then?
Mm-hmm. Heats the metal, makes it easier to shape.
Can it produce
Above
light?
game. Oh yeah, no, it can produce light, can produce fire. Warmth sometimes, if it's treated right.
Could be pretty useful, Raph, actually. Could use the Myth's core, I could probably forge him into a new pick handle. May not last us forever, but hey, it might make a job easier.
With the dust ones?
With one of them at least.
Yeah, if you know the right enchanter, it'd be pretty easy.
Would anyone mind if I used the magma?
I wouldn't be entirely opposed. I wouldn't say no to having a magical hammer, though.
Above game, that'd be +1 smith's tools.
Oh, that's so good, though,
Raph.
Raph.
It is a component, it's not the only piece.
Right. Damn, that is really good to have, though.
But, Broden, you got
Oh
the
yeah,
dust
no, it's totally up to him. I'm just making my case of, damn, that would be useful, though.
So I'd like to be able to have something that I don't have to hang on to produce light.
Oh, definitely useful in your guys' line of work.
That would be useful. I imagine you could probably just get a little holder for a lantern or something for it. Probably work just fine for you.
This thing could make a lantern that lasts about as long as you'd be alive, son. He looks to Raphael.
Sounds like it might last a good number of years then.
I don't know. She like restarts and kind of like swallows a cup full of milk. Why don't you guys figure out what the other things you'd need to make it are? So, for instance, if we can't get something to make, the smith's tools, we could make the lantern, and vice versa.
All right.
Yeah. I'm just a bit well read. I'm no magician. Wish I could help you guys more.
Well,
At
perhaps...
that point, Lucian comes in the door, and just as he's got the door open, he'll use Prestidigitate to get any of the rain that's on him just outside the door.
Lucian, you finally joined us.
You exit a bath fresh and clean and dry, and then you just get another one on the whole walk back.
Perhaps
Sometimes
you should
better
have
to have a
joined
sense of
us
humor.
when you had the opportunity.
No, I'd planned to, but I had several claw wounds that needed tending to.
Oh no, can I see?
I mean, he'll show you, where he got clawed at. It's just got bandages on it now.
I'll kind of lean into you and I'll say in a kind of low voice, Lucian, something's going on with the metal workers. Just to be safe, can you do your thing where you, sense magic to check that nothing's on him?
He looks at you and also whispers, "Yes, I can do that. Why are you whispering, though?"
I'm worried other people are getting branded.
If you were speaking before you said we didn't hear any of it.
Oh, damn it. I can't talk in a low voice with this microphone. Donk, donk.
That's fine.
It's okay. We just use our imagination when we're whispering.
She's really whispering. You didn't roll a high enough perception check. Anyway,
Yeah.
Oh.
she basically says, like, I'm a little paranoid after what happened in Greenbrook, and we heard that they can, Hagspawn or Hags can kind of disguise themselves or kind of change, I just want to do this on the down low, if that's okay. Call me paranoid.
He'll kind of look over towards the guy sitting at the bar talking with everybody else and back to you. Paranoia will keep you alive in most situations. Okay. He'll go to the other end of the bar and start ritual casting Detect Magic as long as that doesn't bother anybody. Actually, no, I have spell slots. I can just cast it. Actually, no, I don't have it prepared. I have to ritual cast it. Wait, no. It's the night. I could just use my one thing to switch it out.
Wizards.
I'm so confused.
I like to imagine
so-
Lucian sitting there. Yes, no, yes, no, yes.
Just
Wow.
open the book, close the book, open the book, close the book.
While he does that, where did you say that Jacob was from?
He works at the let me get the actual name of the location. I have stuff up. He works in the smelter's yard by the iron pits.
Okay.
I will cast Detect Magic, AJ.
Okay, what are you casting Detect Magic for specifically? Because that was a lot of yes and no.
Well, Sylvie wants me to check to see if anything's going on with this guy. Like if he has been branded or not.
He sure is a guy.
So he has no brands on him?
No,
Okay.
Just a guy.
he sure is there, drinking his whiskey, and just looks at you and says, "You see something you like, lizard man?"
He'll just kind of taken aback by that. No, I was more just checking. My friend was worried you may have had some sort of magic on you.
Do you try that pickup line with everyone, lad?
Say, Lucian, you gotta introduce yourself.
So, we have a redeem. Sylvie, how do you feel?
I think Sylvie feels a little, mostly calm, but a little on edge. I think she's, really chilled out about the bath and about the good meal, but the idea, something is mysteriously going wrong again. There's just a prickle at the back of her neck, and she just, wants to put this to bed just to kind of, just make Lucian say that, no, nothing's going on so she can relax about it, Best to double check.
Oh. Go ahead.
Yeah. He's just gonna put his whiskey down and pay for it himself to get another one. Sorry, just feels like the jinx or something. That
It's,
Zydos hates us.
Jacob, was it?
Yes, sir.
Has this been an ongoing issue or something that had just occurred today?
It's been at its worst today, and a few people had some jank pieces, but we just thought that's part of the day, and I don't know, things haven't been feeling right for a couple days.
Oh, a couple days. That is a bit odd. So there's nothing up with the material. It could be something else. If it's in the mine first, what else could there be, right?
Who knows? Maybe Zydos hates us.
I wouldn't go
You're
that far.
saying that, do you have an idea of why a god would suddenly be casting poor craftsmanship upon you? Something happened that's making you think that, besides people messing up jobs?
I'm a religious man, but I'm not a holy man. I couldn't tell you. I'm a simple blacksmith, son.
Well, the priest giving you the blessings every day, are they always the same person?
Usually rotates, but lately it's been Sister Walls who's been doing it. The assistant priestess.
She typically do them.
Yeah, she's perfectly capable. I think Sister Harmony was Is he doing something else? Probably tending to some of the burn victims and someone who got a little bit too careless on the job.
Oof.
What was that second sister?
There is Harmony, Harmonie, and the other one is Sister Walls. Which, for those who are in Leon would know, that's a bastard name.
I see. You mentioned people suffering from burns. Was this from the methods or some of the situation?
Oh no, that's just part of being a blacksmith.
Ah, I see.
Comes with the territory.
Yeah. As he's just gonna pull down his shirt to show one going like a big old scar across his collarbone. But a little fire kiss ain't here to hurt nobody. Just shows you were doing your job.
Yes, I suppose it's part of the course from time to time, and just sort of rubs over his arm a little bit.
Yeah, Sister Harmony does prefer to leave the scars.
That makes for a better story, usually. Well, I suppose we could always talk with her.
If you're the holy type, it can't hurt. Or if you at least need a bit of inspiration for your work.
I offer a prayer every now and again.
That actually reminds me, Einar and Sylvie would have seen a burn mark on Lowell's left forearm when they were in the bath, and I completely forgot to mention it.
How big day?
It's not extremely deep, but it is going along his entire forearm. It's basically burned enough to scar, but not enough to cause any real damage.
Huh. Well, I guess
what
something we could look into tomorrow.
Suppose
Not like
it
we've got a
would
home.
not hurt to visit the church once in a while.
Well, sounds like we've got a bit of a plan then for tomorrow,
Oof.
amongst other things. We've still got that hag to deal with.
There's nothing we can do about the hag unless you have some means of separating them and dealing with a very powerful creature.
Well, frankly, I was just gonna see if I could write a letter to the Duke of the place and tell him there may be a hag on his land and see if he'd be willing to offer any help.
Possibly more than one, and a hag spawn.
Well, that settles it. I'm writing a letter tonight then.
Well,
Do you
Mr.
have any sort of seal to send this via? Because I doubt just a random letter from a god is going to make it all the way to his desk.
No.
Wait, just to clear things, are you trying to write to the Duke of the whole dukedom, or just Sir Dermont?
Probably Sir Dermont, the person who's in charge here.
Oh, then you're gonna have a far easier time.
Yeah, no. He knows, like, he can't write a letter to, like, the person in charge.
Yeah, because remember, it goes king, and then immediately after duke.
Yeah, no, he's like, yeah, but, you know, I am at least acquainted with what could be his son, and if I see at least him, I may be able to ask the request.
Well, the better your reputation, the more likely you are to get an audience.
That's even
Ah, there
better
was that-
reason.
Now, there was at least that knight who knows our faces we ran into on the road here. What was his name again?
Nesta?
Nestor?
Oh no, he's not a knight yet. Just a boy.
Well, he certainly looks the part already.
Oh,
From what
he
it
really
seemed, he
wants
was
to
a
be one
knight
like his dad.
errant.
No, he's not. He's barely of squiring age.
Huh, could have sworn he was a few years older.
Depends on how late you start. He really dreams of being a knight like his father.
Yeah, plenty of sons dream that same sort of thing. Can't say it surprises me. Maybe we shouldn't go telling him then specifically. Might take it as a challenge, get to the point where get himself hurt or worse.
Oh yeah, he will absolutely try to hunt down whatever beasties you guys are trying to deal with.
I'm pretty fast on my feet.
Own.
I was gonna say I'm pretty fast on my feet, but I doubt I could keep up with him when he's on mount.
Oh, yeah, especially if he steals his dad's hippogriff.
That will complicate things even more.
I do not believe we would want to have him getting himself.
Well, then I guess our best option is to try to write a letter to the person who is large and in charge in the town and keep helping people.
Never a bad thing to do.
We could always spend some time at the Travelers' Hall. One thing could lead to another. We could either find allies there or find something that at least points us more in the direction of where we need to go.
True.
And with that, I think they went to bed.
Yeah.
Before I head to bed, am I able to make a little more progress on some of the cold weather clothes?
Yeah, you can take some time.
Raphael is just inside the pillow fort.
Roll Weaver's tools.
Do we need to pay for rooms again?
Yeah, you have to pay every night.
How much?
How much was it again?
Give me a minute. We'll have to. That's something you guys should have been writing down, but okay, we'll handle that later. So, Sylvie, how many ticks is your clock on this one?
I have 2 ticks out of 4.
Alright, you're at a third now.
Yippee!
But everyone can hit the long rest button.
We
And as you get up, you can hear the wind shuddering your windows.
It's a stormy one today. Well,
AJ,
Yeah?
could I attempt a nature check to see if I can maybe surmise how long this weather is going to be around for?
You may.
Okay. Spring 14?
Well, if it thundered last night, it's either at least letting up or you guys are in the eye of a storm. You can't tell.
Raphael is gonna go down and get him some portage.
Yep.
I'll about do the same, and then I think we're gonna be heading off soon.
Yeah.
Because we kind of just jumped straight to bed and then morning, Lo would have left a silver piece on the table.
For why in particular?
For a tip.
Oh. Okay, well, I wasn't sure.
Look at him just giving away more money.
While we're all getting ready in the morning, I'd like to grab Einar, if that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fine.
Einar, can you do me a favor? I mean, I don't know if you can get... I'm just gonna ask. Is that okay?
Sylvie, you can always just ask. It doesn't hurt.
Okay, cool. She's like rummaging around in her pouch, and she produces one of the emeralds that we got, kind of way back in the day, it feels like now. I'm working on the clothes for... I'm working on things for Lowell and for Raphael, and I'm nearly done with Raphael, but for Lowell's, I'd love for there to be like a clasp, and I thought this emerald might make a really nice one, but I don't have any kind of metal work to affix it or anything like that. Is this something I could get you in on, or...?
I suppose it would be a fairly simple job. I could probably do it if I had the tools.
Awesome. Here, I'll give you the emerald.
Not jewelers, but wouldn't this kind of be in a gray area? Because it's the class. I'm not doing anything with the gem. I'm just
Yeah, you can make a class, but setting the gem and it's making it a part of it. It would.
Yeah,
be worse.
Yeah, she only asked me if I could make the class, which I said yes.
Yeah.
Ah, could if I. What's that?
Aki.
Oh, we're doing the Midwest thing. God damn it.
God, I'm gonna get one of you.
I was gonna say I just need access to a forge. I've already got some of the materials. Ah, that reminds me. Actually, I was gonna stop by the smithy here earlier today before we do any journey, and I think it's wise for us to get those bracelets.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Here, I'll give you the emerald that way you can kind of measure it out and get the right size, and then when you're done, we can find someone to get it, fitted in. And I don't know, I think it would be nice for Lowell to have something from a couple of us, you know?
Oh no, I agree with you, Sylvie. All right. Well, why don't you come with me to the smithy, and then... Well, actually, it's probably best I accompany them to the church as well. I don't know. We can all stop by the smithy first, and then, Actually, do you want to keep this a surprise? That's a good point.
Yeah, that's why I tried to corner you here in the corridor.
I assumed as much. All right. Well, if that's the case, then why don't you and I head to the smithy and get this all squared away this morning, and then we'll meet the rest of them back up at the church later when we're done.
Yeah, sounds like a plan, and she holds up her little hand for a high five.
High five.
Yeah.
Does Lowell notice them leaving?
Say, it's
Do they try to sneak out?
I try and sneak, yeah.
I'm not gonna try to sneak because I have a perfectly legitimate reason to go to the smithy. I'm just gonna say that I'm going there for the to get the bracelets forged from some of the iron ingots that we had.
Raphael's
Okay.
gonna immediately perk up. Oh, can I come? I have something I want them to make.
I suppose so. Lol, Lucian, why don't you guys either stop by the academy again and do maybe some more research on the gems, and maybe we'll see you both at the church later.
I suppose. It seems a bit early, doesn't it?
I still need a stealth from Sylvie, by the way.
Yeah.
Eight.
So, Sylvia's trying to sneak out the door and going da 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 da.
Raphael's gonna
He's
try
like,
to sneak next to her and continue with her with the song.
She's like put her cloak hood up, and she's like tiptoeing, like, ooh, I'm so stealthy.
Back to wall, and she does a somersault at some point. And Raphael. Okay, people can choose to perceive if they want, but Raphael may have just vanished.
What is
I was
going
just
on this
to
morning?
try.
Sylvie
Well,
doesn't
just
realize why there's a
Watching
background.
Sylvie go across the wall. I'm not sure.
Damn it.
I see him, but I play along.
The best
I don't
stealth
say
that
anything.
Bone's ever gonna get.
I don't say
Unnecessarily.
anything to anyone else.
Does anyone else want to try to perceive these two? If not, you don't even know where Sylvie went.
I'm good.
I will attempt 13, and I see
Okay.
Sylvie.
But you have no idea where Raphael.
He's just watching Sylvie go. Don't know if I should call her out on this or if I should just let it go.
Don't know what you're talking about, lad.
Just sort of looks up at Einar, who's clearly covering for Sylvie.
Yeah, he gives you a wink as you do. Just to fuck with the other guy.
So, Raphael, Einar and Lucian, sorry, Lowell and Lucian, you are now alone.
Well, just then looks at Lucian. Is Einar up to something?
Kind of looks at you. Why are you asking me?
Because you both disappeared last night, and now he is covering for Sylvie.
I'm sure everyone in this group has their own priorities. Besides why we're all here, so...
So he's up to something.
Smooth.
There it is. I didn't say yes or no to anything, so I'm not making a roll.
Yeah,
I
but
made
he's
the flat
employing-
statement that
But he's
everybody.
employing the guard tactic of trying to get you to it.
It's not just what you say, but it's also what you don't say.
Lucian's just eating porridge, just not really caring what's going on this morning.
It doesn't involve anything dangerous, does it?
Sorry.
Just kind of raises an eyebrow. I'm not aware of anything dangerous.
So Rosalie's just gonna look at you guys. Did I put it's expired milk in the porridge?
Lucian then looks at his porridge. I don't know, did you?
I don't know. Your group seems to be going a touch wacky.
I'm sure it's fine. They are. Some of them, at least, are known to me to be a bit funny in the morning. Mostly Raphael.
Just says good morning.
Lucian, you see a piece of paper that's now in front of you.
Starts
The
to
heck?
Oof, oof, oof,
You
in the
open it
wind.
up. You open it up. It just says good morning, Raphael.
He'll just fold the paper up and start looking around.
You do not see.
Well,
It's,
Lowell
it's
just
an
points at the paper. Yeah, like that.
With you see some people eating, some workers eating their breakfast, some fresh faces, seeming people also staying here from out of town.
Well, we should leave.
I don't mean the inn. I mean the town.
Raise the thing to the ground on the way out. We can't stay here.
I suppose you are the one who will know what to look for, so make our way to the tower.
All right.
If they do not let us in, we can just check the other location that I am forgetting the name of.
The smelter's yard or
The
chapel?
Traveler's Hall.
So one person from one representative from each group. Roll initiative.
Sylvie.
Initiative or a D20?
Initiative.
Oh,
We get my initiative.
go get a
Saying who
archery
goes
boy.
first, aren't we?
I need a combat encounter if that's okay.
You can just roll dex.
Oh, nice.
Five push-ups.
Huh.
Remember
I don't know
Sylvie,
what
call
you
him out.
expected, Micah.
For Sylvie, that is a natural 2022.
I expected you to be better, Toma.
Never expect that.
Thanks for using the nat 20 here, Sylvie. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah. Let me just look at my list of things. So, are you making me to the Blackstone Forge, which is the more commercially available, or the Smelter's Yard, which is to a company?
I was gonna go with the one that I have the name of Smith for.
To the Blackstone Forge.
Yes.
Brodent golf ball.
Okay. So like a large marble.
Yeah, a golf ball.
I know. Same thing.
The big fuck off marble. So you walk into the Blackstone Forge quite early in the morning, even, and you just hear ping, ping, ping.
I believe there was a tiny bell we can ring.
Yep. As you ring, do you ring the small service bell?
Yes. Unless someone else wants to have the honors.
Raphael, who's been sneaking behind Sylvie this entire time without her knowing, goes, "Good morning!"
Immediately snapped at the
Just-
jugular.
Just appears right behind her.
Just a blacksmith's hammer comes flying.
I have to know, how does Sylvie react to a sudden fear response, especially after that night in the forest?
Yeah, what's cool? You ever seen like cats when they get scared, they jump right into the air? She does that, and then when she lands, she just tucks real small, like makes herself really tiny before realizing it's Raphael. She's like, oh, and kind of gets herself up. Hi.
Hi.
I didn't know you were.
You didn't know.
And,
I was walking with you. We were doing a theme song together the entire way.
That backing track wasn't in my head.
Nope.
Still we can't know.
You were really good. You got a good voice.
Thank you.
Hey, I've enlisted Einar into making a clasp for Lowell, but you got shh, and she puts her fingers up to her lips.
Oh, that's a really good idea. Don't worry, I'm great at keeping secrets.
Okay, great.
I don't believe
So-
it for a second.
Screen turned black and white. Text, he was not.
So, and while this is going on, Einar, you hear what I can only describe as a wrong clank of metal.
Ooh, I physically cringe in front
clambering.
of both of the others.
Just
Yeah, the best way to
Ting.
describe it is instead of tempering the edge, someone hit the actual blade edge of the sword with their hammer.
Yeah, the other two see Einar like visibly cringe at this. More so than he's like cringed at actual pain before.
Oh. You good?
Oh, I know that sound. I am alright. Just a bit of secondhand pain.
So, with that, you do hear a deep, womanly roar and this bright flash of light and heat.
I'm gonna like take Raph by the shoulders and move him in front of me.
Yes, huh? What are we doing?
Oh, you're gonna meet Nina. She's a very nice woman.
Wonderful.
You just see this tall, winged, red dragonborn woman, mouth stained with coal, with like a black coal-like dust as she walks over. So, puts a actually well-manicured, filed-down, clawed hand onto the table. How can I help you?
No, my name is
Go on.
Raphael. I was hoping to see if I could commission to get a small, like, hand-sized lantern made.
Hold on, actually, Einar, stealth check for me, for fun.
Okay. Let's see. Stealth. Yeah, 19.
Okay, so no, she does not know Einar's there. And
I
I'll
am
say
shorter
Sylvia's-
than Raph, so yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Raphael is
wide,
stocky.
though?
Well, Raphael's stocky as well.
Yeah,
he's
that's
not a thin tall. He's a
No, he's
built
not.
tall.
He's a well-built tall.
Both strength builds, so.
She just exhales a puff of smoke and flame from her nostrils. That's why you had to yell and not ring my bell?
Oh,
You might want to
so
apologize.
sorry. That's more of a force of habit at this point.
Well, I have now been set back on my commission. So yours will be at a bit of a delay.
That's all right. Is there anything I could do to help you?
You don't have a blacksmith's hands, young man, but
You're right, but my friend here does.
you step
Just like
aside.
rotate.
Yeah, he steps aside.
Oh, behind door number 1.
He can help you.
I gotta apologize. I didn't think you'd do that.
Can help.
Look at that. I know. You can help. He claps him on the back.
That I can. I have a bit of a request, although it might be rude to ask as much at this point in time. So, I'm gonna wait until after I've helped you to do it.
I'd also be willing to do my menial stuff. I can't blacksmith, but I can carry large objects for people when needed and stoke fires. I do want to learn how to do blacksmithing. Seems so cool.
Raphael, what are you proficient with tool-wise?
He's not proficient with anything.
Oh, I
Oh.
thought you had like wood or something.
No,
We can fish.
he can fish.
Man can fish, love him or hate.
Women hate him. Fish fear him.
He can do land vehicles.
Actually,
drive.
Hold on.
If she wants him to go fetch something, he'll be happy to do it.
You know what? This is against my better judgment, but I'm gonna have you go pick up an order of metal and wood and charcoal by yourself.
Sounds great!
Well,
And
he's looking
she's
for
gonna
a good
lead you
workout.
around back, essentially, Broden.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
And there's just this black mule hooked up to a wagon.
He was never seen again.
And if anything happens to my vehicle or my animal, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna melt that armor
Oh, I like this armor.
with my bare hands.
With you still. in
That's
it.
impressive.
So, you're gonna go to the Ashwood Kilns and the Iron Pits,
Mm-hmm.
and you're gonna pick up the order for Nina, okay?
He is literally writing this down on a piece of parchment. Yep, got it.
Good boy. Off you go, handle her with care. Pats you on the back. No, it's one of those you can tell the intent is to make you stumble forward, but you're a big boy.
He just kind of looks back, guys. Guys, I got a job! And then he just
I'm very proud of you, lad.
hops on and starts going.
I gotta ask, how much does he light up at being called a good boy?
He's beaming.
Actual golden retriever.
Yeah, quite literally that.
So she's gonna walk back in as you're essentially just told, "Go ahead. You're gonna bring back some heavy shit for me, buddy."
I've got like my arms and back like pressed against the back of the counter, like under her sightline, looking at Aina like, what's going on? Like, why is she so angry?
Self.
Oh no, I'm being terrible.
Your last one was a 22. Don't say. Actually, no, that wasn't.
Oh, do.
17, not
17.
bad.
And with disadvantage, that's a natural 1.
Damn. Sneaky
She's
so
blinded. So
I'm gonna get yelled at.
you are coming back to help with some unpaid work for the morning. And then we'll get started on your commissions.
Yeah, I work for it.
Lowell
This is
senses
honestly
he's
just
glad
a-
he didn't go with them.
This is honestly just a startling fee. This is for startling me.
No, honestly, I was in like empathy mode of like, no, I understand. I've been here before.
I wouldn't be shocked if Raphael only did this to him before.
He probably has at least once or twice with the same good morning, I bet.
Yeah.
He's just learned to expect when you're going to be there, so he's ready for it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I know, you guys are going to be making a couple of long swords for the men-at-arms. So, let's see a blacksmith tools check. Using wisdom or strength.
Those are both almost the
go ahead.
same, so.
For not really, don't actually do this, but I think a land vehicle's using con, bumpy ride.
What?
I
That's
mean,
the only time I could see using con. To not get car sick.
23!
Okay, and she gets a 19. So yeah, this does get done in the process of about 3 hours, which is about the time it takes to Raphael if he takes a nice leisurely drive, says hello to people, and etc.
I mean, he's trying
Just
to get
good
this
morning.
done in an efficient way for her.
Oh yeah, I don't mean like dragging your feet. I mean like not hurrying.
Oh, yeah, he's trying to be careful with the cart and everything.
Yeah. So by the time you get back, yeah, you know, how does it feel actually being able to do your trade again after so many days?
Well, it's good exercise, at the very least. Kind of refreshing, honestly. Better than bashing skulls again. It's been a violent time as of late. It's almost therapeutic in a way.
So,
Oh.
Sylvie, what are you doing for 3 hours?
Yeah, you're unsupervised.
You are unsupervised, and you can climb walls.
All the possibilities. I'd probably get up to more mischief if I didn't have a recent scare, but I don't feel too confident in going to try and replenish my herbalism kit, so I'm gonna, like, find a little corner, like maybe like a kind of barrel or box I can sit myself on, and just, like, continue my work, continue my sewing work. Maybe I can finish off Raphael's cold gear.
Yeah, go for it.
Alright. $17 again?
Alright, that's completion.
Yippee!
So you now have 1 human-sized cold weather here. And with that, Raphael, you park it very well. And you start unloading things where you think they go. Like, you can obviously see piles of rocks, okay. Charcoal over here, okay.
He enjoys it so well. He unpacks everything, and while they're finishing it up, he goes back out, brushes down the mule, and then cleans out its small pen. Just, there you go.
So yeah, and as you walk in, you just see Sylvie sewing, and you hear ting ting, ting ting, ting ting.
Kind of realizing what he did wrong last time, he goes up to Sylvie, and he says quietly, "Hello."
He looks up and kind of gives you a thumbs up. I think that's better. I think that's better for this setting.
Well, I just figured they wouldn't be able to hear me last time.
No, that's fair. I was gonna say I would have done the same thing, but I don't usually. Never mind. Anyway, she like holds up his coat. You should try these on when you have time.
Go ahead, Sylvie. Describe it.
Oh, I'm so happy to. I think this is a kind of deep. I think there are deep browns and yellow in this. I think most of it is kind of a deep brown, but I think there's embroidery along the kind of corner of this coat, and there's little kind of like suns in each of the corners, like for instance on kind of like the bottom parts of the coat, like where it kind of folds over itself, and there are long rays of kind of light coming out from it, all up along to the collar, and up along the collar there's kind of like what's called, again, little kind of like motes of light in kind of small bits of stitching, and the inside is lined very well with warm wool.
Kind of like looking at it, he's like, "This is absolutely stunning. Great job."
Thank you. I was trying to think of what motif to use from you, and you've always been a light in people's lives, so I thought this would work out great.
Oh, I really appreciate that.
Oh, I'm glad.
Say, I will say, because he probably would at this, you see him flinch a little bit when you say the phrase, "You've always been a light in people's life."
Everything, did I mess it up? Do you want like trees?
No, it's fantastic.
Insight check.
Okay.
Where's my insight? Oh, Sylvie, you're not very wise, are you?
Mm-hmm.
8.
You will say that you just kind of like, oh, well. I don't know what that was about.
Weird. Anyway, I think they should be finishing up soon. So we can. She kind of hops off the box. How did your delivery go?
Oh, wonderful. I was careful with the cart, I was able to get everything, I organized them correctly, and I even had enough time to go out, brush down the mule, and clean out its pen.
Ooh. Did you ask for the mule's name?
I can't speak mule. She kind of went back inside before I could ask. So I've decided to name her currently, temporarily, Daisy.
Aww. Oh, I love it. 10 out of 10.
And yeah, Einar, you are released from your labors.
Well, that should just about do it. Oh, Raph,
Yeah.
you're back.
Oh, that's good.
Now that everything has been paid off, once more. So, how can I help you?
Do you want me to go first?
I think it's best that way, Raph.
All right. Well, I was wondering if you would be able to make me about a palm-sized lantern that could fit, and he reaches into his bag like a gem like this, because no one asked him for the actual stuff.
Well, that might turn into more of an amulet. If you don't want it to be conspicuous, you'd need a full-sized lantern. I can make it a little smaller, but it might need to just stay the same shape. Unless you want people seeing this nice old gem and maybe stealing it from you.
Well, I really don't want that. I really just want like a small one that I could clip onto my belt here.
I can definitely do smaller, but it might just have to be a little bigger than you're imagining if you don't want to be as conspicuous. Obviously, it wouldn't be an extra charge. But what is this? A religious symbol?
Oh no!
Some sort of family heirloom?
I'm not sure if it's possible yet, but I'm sure I could find some sort of gem. I want to be able to get it sort of enchanted to be like a little lantern, like a hip lantern that I could wear when I have to go into dark places. I can't see well in the dark, unfortunately.
Me neither, but just looking at it, this might be... I definitely feel something warm coming off of it, so if you ever met a decently skilled pyromancer or arcanist that does enchanting, can definitely be done. Don't know if you'll find one in the tower, but maybe in the chateau. That's if you get in with Sir Demont's good graces, though.
Oh, that would be great. Though, I know my friend here also was hoping to possibly get it into a blacksmithing thing, but I don't know what would all be required for that.
Oh, what is this gem, if you don't mind me asking? Just some sort of large ruby?
It's a mythic core. We managed
A
to pull it
magma
after
one.
playing, exactly.
Magma core. Okay, so... Well, I myself am not an enchanter. I can definitely tell you, if I've worked into a hammer, maybe a better heat-treated anvil and other tools, could definitely make a more precise kit. You'd still need fire, but it'd stay hotter longer. Be able to take your time a little bit more.
Exactly what I was thinking. Well, Raph, you were the reason we got it, though, so I think it should be up to you how we use it.
Or, if you're feeling really spicy, you can get it inlaid into a weapon.
I had half a mind for that as well, actually.
Well, you
Probably couldn't...
doesn't yours already
probably
shoot
couldn't
electric?
I wasn't talking about mine.
Probably couldn't do a full sword, but maybe a hand axe or a dagger.
What about a spear tip?
What about his shield?
Oh, I'd rather actually not have anything put in my shield.
Oh, is it special?
No, just...
No, sweetie, it's wood.
Yeah.
Oh,
The outer
it
rim
would burn
is...
it?
Oh, probably burn it, yes.
She notes that down. Like, okay, magic still burns things normally.
Fire hot!
It's magic.
I mean, I'd kind of want to talk to the people. We know someone up towards the Earthworm, or Earthweave Tower.
Earthworm.
Well, if I remember right, I think Lowell was sweet on a girl who was an enchanter back in Greenbook, wasn't she?
No, I didn't talk to her very much. He was?
He didn't tell you?
I don't think so.
Oh, I remember now. There was some unfinished business.
Oh, so sad. So what could he have done to you? You're such a nice guy.
No, he didn't do anything.
It's more a product of circumstance, lad. Let's not get into it right now. But That's depending on what we want to do. If you want to put it in a lantern, well, I mean, I suppose that's probably easy enough. We can talk to whoever about enchanting it later, but we'll need the components first.
You just get a
Same.
splash of tea, not the whole glass.
We're in front of company here, trying to do a business transaction. I'm not going to talk about his trauma.
Let's see.
Everybody take a drink of something.
I just finished mine. I gotta refill it now.
Come here, milk.
He's
Give me a
role-playing!
milk.
Method acting.
Method acting.
All right. Well,
Oh.
So, it's up to you, lad. You're the reason we got it in the first place, so I think it should be yours by right.
I'm gonna have it put in here, but if we ever run into another one, or if I ever see one, I may try to get it for you. I just like to be able to see in the dark and be able to hold both my sword and my shield. Or my spear and my shield.
I can't fault you for that. Oh, that'll be the first part of our order. Our second one's a fairly simple one, actually. We need 5 wristbands made out of iron. I've actually got some ingots you could use as well. That'll help with the price and the effort.
One thing at a time, son. So you've decided on the lantern?
Yes, please.
Well, so given I need to make sure the materials can hold up to magic, make sure it's well crafted, and won't fall apart on you, and given my labor and cost of material, I was looking at a 12 golden lease job.
All right.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah. Out of curiosity, and I am sorry for starting.
All's forgiven,
you
debts
with your
have been
work.
paid.
Would you mind if I were to, like, when you start making it, help? I'm no blacksmith, even though I want to learn, but I'd be happy to stoke the fires for you, or do whatever I can to help in its creation.
I'll take the help if you have a week to spare, but I can't knock anything off the price.
No, I'm not looking for anything knocked off the price. I just like to imagine that I have some sort of effort in help creating this.
Well, I'll certainly take the help. Just let me know where I can contact you if you're going to be here. I can start it in about 3 to 4 days' time.
All right. Just contact the Broken Anvil Inn.
All right. And who am I asking for? You've never introduced yourself.
Yes, I did.
Oh, did he?
I'm pretty sure I did.
Considering
Pebbles?
how Raphael is, I'm sure he did.
Pebbles, help me out here.
Let me flick back to my notes.
I think
Either way.
he might have. I think he might have said so, like
You
as
took
they
notes
were
of whether you
leaving.
introduced yourself.
Yeah.
I
Either
think
way,
it was in the kerfuffle.
Raphael, Lawrence.
Good to know. And now, yours, Mr. Assistant.
Well, name's Einar, but I've got a pretty simple request, and I've got the materials already for it, aside from the fuel in the forge. I've got some iron ingots here, and I'd like to have them made into some bracelets. Most will be for a medium-sized, but one will be for fitting that little lady over there.
Write down. If you need, do you need them sooner or can it wait?
Preferably sooner, but we'll probably be in the city at least for a day, so you've got a bit of time to work with.
I mean, his work alone will take a week.
Yeah.
Preferably.
We have
Raphael,
jobs.
would you willingly put off your work order?
Yeah.
For
Oh,
this
no.
much simpler order?
I can get this done by the end of the day. It might just cost you a little bit extra. Yours isn't as touchy.
I think it can wait at least a day. If we get to it tomorrow, we'll swing by later on in the day, if that's alright.
I can have it by midday tomorrow for a total of 7 golden lease. All things considered, if I'm also going to be adding a bit of padding so it doesn't chafe up your wrists.
Ooh, that would be
good
good.
thinking.
So, what was his in total? I can pay.
No, I
Well-
I can pay for my lantern.
Total would be 19 golden lease, the little lady.
This money is so heavy, Raphael. Please let me get rid of it.
Please lighten my burden.
My steak, it's far too juicy.
I'm being crushed by my steak.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm in a capital as well, but I don't
roll-
like it.
roll a persuasion check at advantage because he really doesn't want you to pay for it, but if it's actually hurting to like
Sounds
carry it around
You said at advantage?
at advantage because it is your personal thing.
Yeah.
I look at you with big wet eyes, plink
Oh.
plonk.
Okay. Oh.
You under her breath, Shaw.
What was that total again?
19 golden lease.
Oh, phew. Alright, there you go.
So the bracelets can be done by midday, and I can start. And I'll start your lantern as soon as I can.
Oh, sounds great. Do you need this? He just kind of holds up the magma thing, or am I good to take that for now?
Hold still. She's essentially just gonna measure it and write down the dimensions.
Yeah, I figured that she could
And
probably just do
yeah,
that.
she's not gonna take it from you just for the sake of safety.
AJ, how many ingots would that take?
Put it a little too close to the forge, it just explodes.
Kabalam.
One moment. No, I just have to math this, Selkis.
Yeah, no, I know, I get you.
That didn't take us nearly as much weight off me as I wanted
No.
to. No.
About 3/4 of one of them. So 1
Nice.
for the sake of bookkeeping.
Sweet. Okay.
And now we're gonna go to the others.
Hi, how are you?
So where are you guys going again?
It sounded like we're going to the Earthenweave Tower to see if they know anything about method cores.
All right. So you can knock again. Actually, who's knocking?
Knock.
Lucian can knock.
Strength check.
Oh, okay. Strength check?
Check.
Sure, 5.
Get checked.
Tap tap. Tap tap tap. Tap tap. And right, so you guys think, they definitely didn't hear us. So I guess we'll try again. And right before Lowell is about to try it himself, the door opens to that
Darn.
same essentially gentleman with a crystal eye, that Earth Genasi man, the groundskeeper.
I was about to hit us with the.
Nope, that didn't
Dun
work.
dun dun dun.
You two gentlemen have come back again.
Yes,
Now
we
going
were.
Help you.
We had some questions about method cores.
Alright. Please enter. We'll see if we can get someone to answer your questions. Don't wander and don't touch.
Where is the link to people's names?
That is not. Create the actual link. There we go.
So eventually, a rather dorky-looking green dragonborn just comes in like, pushes up a single monocle. I believe you had some questions on the elemental beings.
Yes, sir. We did a job recently here in your mines, and during the confrontation, we fended off a few different kinds of methods. Some, likely due to the way we dispatched them, dropped cores.
You must have hit them with their opposing element.
Yes,
That
I
would make
believe that
sense.
was what happened. Pardon. My name is Lowell Concosum. What was your name?
Gilles Le Breton.
You're gonna need to spell that.
Dear goodness, that's French.
Learn French, idiots.
Oh.
Excuse me?
It's a fake
Learn
language.
French, idiot. You're in Louisiana. You should know some.
I'm in northern Louisiana first and foremost, and it's not French. It's Creole and Cajun down here. We've talked about this.
Yeah, it's a derivative of French.
No, Cajun and
What,
Creole is when you take Spanish, French, and English and it ferments in a swamp for a while.
Yeah, and much like English is a derivative of stupid.
Okay, let's not get personal.
Sylvie, we'll discuss how there were almost 2 different words for egg later.
No, yeah, it's true.
It is nice to meet you, Mr. Breton.
Le Breton, actually, but...
Of course.
So, how can his professor help? What's your specific question?
Well, we had both a magma method and dust method cores. We were wondering of their applications and also what might be required for those applications.
Perhaps if they could be used in enchantment?
Oh, that's most of what they're for. They could also be used to fuel rituals, create spell scrolls of their corresponding elements. The enchantments from a dust method are pretty minor, given their low ranking on the elemental hierarchy, and them being a hybrid elemental. But I suppose if they were pure enough, or you had enough money to spare on other components, you could use the dust ones for some minor wind magic items. Like, you could create a sword that could, I don't know, one swing and a blade of very pressurized dust could be shot out and extending the length artificially.
Or maybe a cape of billowing.
He pushes up his monocle again. I suppose if you're vain.
Or based.
looks at a student passing by. Yes, or whatever that means. So you get one rich merchant's kid in here.
He does have a cloak of greater billowing.
It's greater billowing.
Greater? What does greater billowing do?
Whenever activated,
Piccolo shit.
yes, quite literally. Whenever you activate it, not only does it billow dramatically, but a bunch of spectral oohs and ahs emanate in a 30-foot radius around you.
Yes, random student, we see the fit. You could also use it to create something that could shoot out some dust particles to blind an enemy. Or maybe something that could cause structures to become brittle, whether put inside of a weapon or maybe a one-time charge if you need to destroy a wall. Turn it to dust, transmute the whole thing.
I suppose that would be very useful if you needed to be on the other side of the wall.
That does sound quite useful in certain situations. But due to its extreme nature, it would be one-time use, you were saying?
Oh yes, if you'd like to use it as a charge, but most people would use something like this on, I don't know, a hammer or a pickaxe, something that they use to destroy rock, and it could partially transmute the bonds between the stone into dust. You could put it on a boomerang and a thrown weapon and extend its range.
That would be useful. Don't suppose it would work on a bow?
It could add a bit of wind to it. But do know, given the nature that it would be turning things to its own element, it is not impossible that the item would wear over time. Even magical items are not indestructible.
And I take this would be a similar case for the magma method core, likely allow things to produce heat.
Stronger. Magma is a bit higher up than dust, you see. So if the metal is treated right, I could see it lasting decades and decades of constant use. Depending on what it's used upon.
Stable due to not being a combined element?
Oh, it is a combined element, son, of fire and of earth. But it's also just more solid of a substance. You could hold a pile of dust, but magma, if you had the hands, you could sculpt.
Oh, I suppose that makes some amount of sense. I guess I'd never really thought about it being part Earth before.
Oh, it's rock, but hot.
Yes, I suppose it is.
Now, do you have such items that you possibly maybe don't want anymore?
Our companions have them with them right now. They were heading to a blacksmith to talk about some other business they had, but one of our companions is holding on to them.
Oh, that's a crying shame.
Did Raphael tell us he wanted to make a lantern with the magma method core?
Yeah.
From the sound of it, companion Raphael wanted to make a lantern with the magma core.
That is quite a good purpose of it. Given the nature of it, you might even be able to get it to spew fire a few times.
Huh,
It'd
That
be
would be
quite
quite a
stable,
thing.
seeing decades of prolonged use if he's using it just for a light source or warmth, especially with the upcoming winter. I imagine it would make your tent quite cozy.
I imagine it would. He sort of just
Possibly work
rubs
as a
his
portable
chin
hearth
thinking about it.
then.
Oh, yeah. For one, as for warmth, couldn't cook and you couldn't melt other metals with it, not without expending its energies.
Would
But it could
enchanting
create
something
fires.
like that be something you or one of your
Oh,
co-workers?
unfortunately, this is the wrong specialty for that, my friend. You'd need either an arcanist, or specifically, even if you could afford it better, a pyromancer. Depending on your application, we could definitely do something with the dust cores if you'd like to lean into its more earthen natures. But you might need an aeromancer for something like a bow or a thrown weapon, or perhaps a set of bellows or a fan.
Something certainly to consider with the others then.
Yes,
Indeed.
we'll definitely pass the information along for that.
Now, if you are passing on information, do know that work is not free, even if all the materials are provided. There are arcane reagents we must expend and labor.
Of course.
I have to answer my phone real fast, sorry.
Did you happen to know of any pyromancers or arcanists in the area we may be able to get to work with?
Unfortunately not in this town. Well, we keep mostly to the elements of the ground, you see.
That's a shame.
Even my knowledge of general arcana is a little sparse, as I am a professor of elemental plane studies.
Sorry, that was my dad calling.
This is mostly due to my own curiosity, as it is something we came across recently. What sort of uses would a frost opal have?
Oh, you mean quartz?
Yes.
Ah, well, it can sometimes tame the greatest of fires. If you needed to, I don't know, seal some sort of piece of fire itself away, you could. If you ever met a sentient fire, if those are out there. Given time and effort, it could be used to create armor that would be able to resist heat. One great use of it is to infuse it into a box, and then everything inside of that box is cold.
Such as for
Right.
preservation purposes, or...
Yes, for preservation. If you put it up to a box and then add some wind magic, you could cool entire rooms to a more comfortable degree.
Guys, we can make an air conditioner.
Yes, you can put it in an air conditioner.
Not sure how much use that will be in the winter that's upcoming, but it could be useful during the summer, that's sure.
Just install an AC. Put that one stick underneath it so it doesn't fall out the window.
Anything else you'd like to care, or
Well-
anything you could do for us?
Well, I do have one other question. If there's something that you need doing, we might be open to the option. But is there any way to possibly combine the effects of any of these cores?
Oh, absolutely. So, if you combine the dust cores with the magma core, you'd obviously be leaning far more into its earthen nature, and thus its fire and air natures would lessen.
I see. And what sort of applications would that have?
Well, you could make something that could generate even minor shock waves if struck into the ground. Or the opposite, something that could absorb shock damage, or you become a grounding source for electricity. Or just something really, really heavy.
Definitely something to keep in mind if we are to come across any more, that's for sure. What if we were to combine the 2 dust cores that we found?
We'd likely be able to make a stronger effect of whatever we're trying to, I would assume.
Oh yes, anything marketably, you would require both of them. If they're coming from an average dust method, the purity is of suspect.
And the frost ports that I mentioned, would that be able to interact with them in any way, or would they be kept separate due to their different nature?
I would not recommend combining them. The more experimental enchanters and craftsmen, if you found a duo that was more into figuring out how things work, they could probably find a use. If combined with the magma core, it would likely just possibly ruin them both for all time.
No, better to ask and learn not to do something than do it and find out the hard way.
Indeed. I believe you said you'd be willing to do us a favor in exchange for my time and information?
We are currently doing different jobs around town, so besides dealing with the methods, we are apparently looking into the goings-on of the smelter's yard. They're apparently having some odd issues with their productions right now. So I see no reason why we cannot hear of any troubles the tower may be having.
Oh, I more need you two for a couple of hours.
Oh. What would you have us do?
Follow me, as he's going to lead you down a hallway.
We were never heard from again.
And as you see, basically the library is absolutely trashed. Tests have been recently, and we need someone to shelve books for a few hours.
Ah, yes, tests. People can get quite frantic during those.
So the organizational key is here on the wall, written in the King's plain Leonian. Don't ruin anything. Pat you both on the back and walks away.
Don't mess up!
As you guys so this is your time to speak to each other privately, quote unquote. But yeah, you are just shelving books in a library.
Yeah, that's fine. Where is... No.
Imagine like 10 minutes goes by. So you did take it, didn't you?
Take what?
The prostitute.
Did I take it? I believe Einar was holding on to that.
So it was removed from the wall. Well, I guess the ceiling.
Yes, Einar and Raphael had this whole discussion about it, and Einar ended up holding on to it.
I see. I do not remember it being brought up when we had intended to turn it into the people in charge of the mine.
Einar and Raphael had some sort of agreement about it.
Did they?
Technically, yes, they did.
Well, wasn't there for the conversation.
I know.
He left the room.
I know, but I'm specifically saying that because I'm...
Well, let's keep it in character.
Yeah, so I said, did they?
Yes. It was decided amongst them that Einar would hold on to it, and if it was talked about further, he would turn it in.
Well, it did not come up, so...
He'll just
Boy.
kind of look at you and shrug.
So I had figured that on something like that, Raphael would have wanted to bring it up. Sort of thinks about that for a second. He forgot, didn't he?
Lucian's just gonna kind of look at you, then look back down at papers as he's sorting stuff out.
Just just putting a book on his shelf, just nods to himself. That sounds like something he would do.
He is a very... pause it for a moment. Diligent individual.
He has one of the best work ethic of basically any god I've ever had the pleasure of working.
Rather zealous in every facet.
No, you have not been zealous.
Oh, really?
No, you have not. There is a fine line between diligence and zealotry. One does something because they want to, and because they feel it is what they should do. The other one will look at things regardless of whether it is something they should or would want to do, because they were told to.
Is there any kind of intent behind that statement?
I don't know, do you want to insight him?
I'll attempt to, if I'm allowed to. Yes, insight. 19.
He does seem to be speaking from some amount of experience.
Mine is not the job to pry, but I will listen if you feel wanting to speak.
It's not so much a big deal as it would have probably been 20 years ago.
I know. I don't think Lucian knows how old you are.
It's, when you grow up in a family like mine, tradition is very important, and I did not always want to follow the line my life has taken. I am grateful for the opportunities that is extended to me now, but growing up I always felt like my brother would probably be better for it.
For what exactly?
No, the endless days of training, one after the other, the constant work to bring out your own potential, the requirements to do one thing but not others. I am trained in the ways that my family had before the war ended, and it was our tradition for the eldest to be the one that was trained by the parents, and with no others of that training around, it was only I that was trained.
And so you did not want to be this god training? What did you want to do?
I was not trained to be a god.
What were you trained to be then? Because from my understanding, you do mainly god work around the town.
Yes, that is what I do, but the original training was of a different persuasion. It's trying to remember the actual name that the group had. Albeit to say, my people were particularly good at a certain type of combat during the war, and it fell to me to be trained in those traditions so that I may continue it if I deemed it necessary. It's a bit of a hit and run style of fighting, I suppose.
I take it to mean that's why you're so good with a bow, then.
That is where the majority of my training lies, yes.
So you were trained to do this because your family wanted you to. What did you want to do then?
Honestly, hard to say. I never had much opportunity to really figure it out. Suppose I probably would have done something crafty. I have my woodworking, but I've seen my work recently. I've never had the real opportunity to focus on it over much. Yeah. My last name is honestly more of a localization than an actual last name.
How so?
The proper name for our people was the Lupiconcorsum. It's I suppose the easiest translation were that we were shock troopers. It was our job to get behind the enemy lines and break their formations, frighten them, make it so that they were unwilling to fight back.
Goodness. And you were the sole member of your siblings trained in this?
Yes, the training was rather delicate, and they did not have time to train multiple, though my brother definitely made it known that he wanted the training, and being children, we just simply did what we were told and followed the tradition. He is since left for the city and is gone through his training as a soldier.
Oh, so he's being trained in, I'm assuming, the capital, or what city do you mean?
The one off to the northeast, what was it called again? It doesn't really matter much right at this moment, I suppose.
Let me double check. What is... Is it Garul? Kinda not looking at you as he's going through the papers asking that.
That would be the name of our people, yes?
No, there's... It is spelled Gurrel is an actual city to the north, up in the mountains.
Oh,
Cool.
let me look. Sorry, let me pull up an actual map of.
It's the one that's like on the river to the northeast.
Okay, but yeah, the starting screen of here is not a map of the world. I have to pull that up actually. So, hold on.
That's fine.
Yeah, Gurrel.
Gurrel, sorry.
Say Garul? Oh, so we're just bringing up race.
Yeah, I was just like, what? Gorel sounds about right. had gone there to visit shortly before my parents' passing.
To visit your brother or for other reasons?
Oh, yes, to visit my brother and my sister. She works as a craftswoman there. It was the end of my training. Wanted to see the city, let them know how things were going, see how they were doing, so on and so forth.
Well, it's unfortunate that such expectations were forced upon you.
I do not know that I would call it unfortunate, aside from how much of a wedge it has driven between me and my brother. It made me who I am, and I at least have that to thank my parents for. As much as I may have not wanted the training to begin with, it has allowed me to have spent time with them that I would not have gotten otherwise.
You do your word working, though. Is that something you think you might lean more into?
Perhaps if I have time. It started as a bit of a hobby because I had to carve my own mask, and he taps the one on his shoulder.
I don't think I noticed you got a mask on your shoulder.
He's made mention of it, but it's not in the actual art.
Okay.
It's a bit of a rite of passage, I suppose, in the Lupe Concursum. You have a mask, so it's more intimidating, and they cannot tell who you are.
Oh, you mean a person coming from the shadows and killing you without you noticing isn't terrifying enough?
Well, I suppose it's also to give you a bit of protection so they don't know quite where to look for you. After all, it was very common for us to leave one or two alive. Well, I say us, for my family to leave one or two alive so that they could spread the word of the monsters in the darkness and so on and so forth, and how they could not hold the line because something had gotten their people. It is hard for the dead to spread rumors of monsters in the dark, no?
He kind of thinks for a moment. Well, there are ways to do it, but not as effective as just verbal explanations.
No, honestly, I never really seemed like the training that I got would be all that important for what it was meant for unless another war broke out.
That's not likely to happen for a few generations, if I had to assume nothing of that scale again, per se.
The magic is useful from time to time, no?
Oh yes, magic is quite useful for a variety of things. As they were talking about there being specifically a pyromancer being able to work with the magma core. So many specific fields of study have led to a plethora of proficiencies, whether that be in magics that could be used for combat, defense, day-to-day life.
The way things are going, I might have to pull out some of the old tricks.
Well, if it calls for it, you should always try to make sure that you take care of yourself and get out of a situation for the better.
Yes, to be fair, most of what I've had to use has been the healing magics. The rest has probably gotten a bit rusty, if I'm honest.
I never picked up much on healing magics.
As a god, everyone always needs a little healing from here or there, but not so often that you need to intimidate a charging line.
Understandable.
What if I put the methods yesterday, though?
Sorry, I did not understand what you said. What?
What if I put the methods yesterday, though?
Possibly. We may want to talk to Einar and Raphael about them acquiring more ranged options.
Like a crossbow.
I was thinking like you a javelin, but
Definitely would benefit them in situations like that. Likely to not have things exploding in their face.
I cannot imagine it was exactly a fun experience for either one of them.
I know
The
what
fighting more
probably do.
likely, the things exploding in their face less so.
Yes. And I would probably do well with javelins. I'd hate to see one of them with their crossbow, though.
Something to bring up with them later.
And what about you? Done all this talking about myself, now I feel a bit rude.
He pauses for a moment, thinking, well, you remember how you spoke about your last name being localized?
Yes.
I made one up for myself.
Ooh. Quite the interesting bit of trivia. Why might you need to do that? If I
No,
may
because
ask.
I didn't have one. And if you're going to try to work in higher society and whatnot, you have to be able to present yourself as if you're important.
Yes, the nobility do like to make a big deal out of their names, do they not?
Yes. So thus, Vent became the last name I used. Obviously, I made sure to look around and see that there was not anyone of note having that last name. Would not want to insult or pull the ire of someone unintentionally.
Yes, I'd imagine that somebody going around using your name without your knowledge would be a prickly subject. Does it mean anything?
It is simple translation of air or breeze or whatnot.
Honestly, don't know much of the nobility. I know they have their, it does in quotes, bastard names and their house names. Or they're just names.
Well, they're more than names, they're monikers, symbols of status. The who's who, if you will.
Well, yes, but
Names would have power, have influence, be able to get things done just by knowing the right person.
yes, but I'd imagine that you showing up with a name that was not in their lexicon might cause an issue if it was not one of the important ones.
No, I was not attempting to be someone important. I was just trying to get a decent job. So at the
That's
time,
all.
it was more just a placeholder, if nothing else. Something to have on my resume, my student application, and whatnot.
Guess I hadn't really thought of it much. Just sort of took the work that was available around me when it showed up.
Oh, I had to do that for a long time just to get enough money to go to school.
You know, it's a bit odd. I'd
What?
been a had been a god for Green Book since it was founded, and now I am not there. And all I can think about is what is happening without me.
Well, if I had to make an assumption, the knights that were sent down there are probably posturing and presenting themselves as higher than the guards that are still in the town. The area is being investigated for the different groups, the people, words, the explanation of everyone who attacked the town. Give it a few weeks and they'll probably move on and move out of the town. Hopefully leaving it a bit gorged with their currency that they used for the different stores and whatnot while they were there. Be a mild boom to the town for a bit.
Well, I can only hope that it will be a
As long as
boom
all of
some
them,
regard.
as long as all of them are kept in line by their superiors.
Yes, one can only hope. Not sure how I would deal with all of the posturing myself, but fortunately or unfortunately, I am here, so I do not have to deal with it.
And with that, I think it's time to take a break.
I was about to say, have you seen what section this book goes in?
C-37.
Toma, the thing.
Ah, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna say you guys suddenly meet up in town square after shelving books and doing other chores.
Really quick, while we're kind of on the road in town meeting up with the others, I just have a couple things I want to sell. Like, we don't need to get into it. What's called?
Just message me, we'll take care of it off screen.
Sounds good. Brilliant.
And then Einar bumped into Lucian.
Bump.
No, hello,
Okay.
Ina.
Oh, hello, Lucian.
We all able to take care of the business y'all wanted to?
More or less. A little bit more business than I would have liked, though, thanks to somebody.
Hopefully it was more entertaining than what we had to do.
Yeah,
I was pretty
nothing I ain't done
entertained.
before. You got to ride in a cart with a donkey.
Her name is Daisy.
Maybe.
She sounds
Until
lovely.
told otherwise.
Maybe Daisy.
How was your trip?
Well, we did gain some information about those method cores. If we have, probably at a later time and a bit more resources and money, they can do quite a variety of things. If
Anything
need be,
good?
we could turn one of the dust ones into effectively a wall begone once.
Though it might be more useful if we put it into a tool and use that to take down the wall. It will not be as fast, but it will
Yeah.
not disappear immediately.
That's what the man at
Yes.
the inn said last night.
Yes,
There is-
essentially.
There's also the option of combining them to get a stronger effect, depending on what we would be aiming for.
At least for the ones we had, that would be more earth-focused.
Yes, all three of them have some affinity to Earth, so... Though the Magma one just at base is stronger than the two Dust ones.
And just sort of looks at Raphael. You're still planning to put the Magma one in a lantern?
Yep.
Then be careful, it might spew fire.
Ooh,
It could be directed, though.
that's good.
Though for that we would need some sort of Arcanist or a Pyromancer most likely. And at least from who we spoke to at the tower, they did not know anyone in the area that could do it.
Oh well. Something to put on
They're
the
a
back
bit more.
burner.
They're more focused on the geomancy and ferromancy is metal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ding, ding.
Geomancy and ferromancy magics.
They did seem interested in purchasing the cores if we did not have use for them. Or working with the dust ones if we wanted something enchanted with them.
Well, I think at some point it might be wise for us to get one of those dust ones put into a pickaxe or something. Probably be pretty useful if we ever planned on breaking rocks or gathering some ore on our own. Anything else?
Or if we needed to get through a wall.
Well, that too. So, off to church then, I suppose.
I suppose so.
Are we going that way or going towards the work yard?
Well, I thought we wanted to speak to the... Oh, what exactly rank did he give her?
The sisters?
Sister.
Right. Well, if we want to speak with her, shouldn't we go to the church? I imagine by now the whole blessing of the day is already done and gone.
Very well.
Alright. So, as Pebbles just starts padding back into the conversation, having finished those errands, actually.
Tiny legs.
Right, I'm all good. Good to go.
So, I've had this one for a while. You enter into the chapel of St. Ferran. With walls of brick and floors of polished black stone. Pews dot the room up to the edifice, which contains a great anvil and a lit forge. If you look up towards the ceiling, you see a glass mural going in horseshoe formation across the entirety of the building, depicting a man mining, crafting, teaching it to others, and finally holding aloft a hammer, and then ending on his death. At the edifice, at the pulpit, stands 3 figures. A gnome. Let me make sure I have this correct. A black dragonborn. And a shorter hooded figure. Taller than the gnome, but shorter than the dragonborn. What do, Chuckle?
Not everyone all at once here.
I was taking notes. Well, would walk in. It's probably afternoon now, right?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Hello. Good afternoon to you.
The gnome steps forward. She is dressed in these white and red robes, and around her neck is this iron amulet of a lion, which glows with a faint orange.
Ooh.
She has shorter black hair, a few coal smudges, but you can probably assume these are on purpose, and bright blue eyes. And she parts her 2 companions and walks up to you and says, "Oh, good evening, my children. How may the wisdom of St. Ferran guide you today?"
Well, we were hoping to look into an issue brought to our attention by a blacksmith recently. Apparently, there's been some issues with the crafting process recently in the fields. I am
Sorry, for anyone not in the conversation, if anyone wants to read their Bible, it is in the journal.
Your free Bible.
Yes, we did hear about that, and we've been praying about it ever since. We aren't sure what is wrong.
you happen to know when it started? My name is Lowell Concussum, by the way. May I have your name?
Sister, hold on, I'm getting this right. Sister Hermione Monu. Harmony. Sorry. I'm pronouncing the French for a moment.
How dare you?
You are the Sister Harmony that we heard of. We were told you were likely busy tending to burns recently.
Yes, it is one of my duties when I find time, but there are more pressing matters to attend to right now. As, she looks a little pensive. Why don't you roll an insight check?
Is this open?
17.
Just one,
I hate. What is. No, that's for detecting lies. 19. Nope.
15.
Pebbles, Einar, you want in or no?
Yeah, sure. I'm
You could
gonna
be busy
say...
reading the Bible.
I am busy reading the Bible, but I'm like also listening in, so I'll say it's at disadvantage for Einar.
I'm skimming the Bible.
That's 12.
I'm also reading the Bible. I'm probably not fully locked into this.
Alright. So, for Lucian and Lowell, good timing. You can see that there's something, when she said, oh, we're not quite sure, that was a little not the full truth.
If it was for detecting lies, then I would have had a
That's
expertise
not a
die.
lie. Omission is not a lie.
Okay.
Well, Sister Harmony, our group had recently dealt with some methods causing issues in the mines recently. If there's something we can assist with, we might be able to look into it for you.
Well, we're not quite sure what to look into. And suddenly you hear a cough and some steps forward. As removing their green hood is a dwarf woman with long braided red hair, like one single braid down her shoulder, with these slight streaks of gray. And for the keen-eyed, at her hip are a pair of very well-made ornate axes. She looks at Lowell, and then looks at Lowell's side, and then looks back up at him. Actually, if you don't mind, I wouldn't mind speaking to you in private.
Well, just sort of looks down at Harmony, then over at the dwarf, and points at himself with me.
Yeah, with you, if you wouldn't mind stepping aside. And Harmony immediately just backs away. Of course, Valkia.
I just sort of like looks at the rest of his party. Does that seem alright with you all? Just looks at the Bible in your hands. And you're all busy.
I imagine I'm like holding, like it's up on a pew or something, and I'm like holding Sylvie up, and she's like flipping the pages with her tail or something.
So Raphael can see that she's armed, right?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna insight check because I have a specific skill.
Oh, do read.
Watchful eye. You are internally alert and wary, ready for trouble. When you have advantage on insight checks made to determine hostile intent or predict violence.
All right.
So specifically that is all right. So trying to get him alone just so that she can beat him up.
So this is not specifically to lie. This is specifically to be cryptic. I'm gonna say for her deception, just so like we're keeping this up topic, you know.
Okay.
She got a 21, so yeah, you are free to roll with advantage.
If I roll a natural 20, I can...
Sorry, not a 21, sorry. Wrong stat. She got a 19.
Oh, there's a chance.
Yeah, no.
Saying there's a chance. Oh.
No, he doesn't know.
So, if Lowell does come speak to her on the side, everybody could just deafen but Toma, please.
Mm.
You don't get to hear this.
Yeah.
Bye.
What did the gnome say her name was?
Valkia.
What do you guys want?
Valkia.
AJ, you know the thing. Just message me when I'm
Yeah,
able to come back.
I'll ping everybody in the chat, so just keep an eye on Discord, people, okay?
Yep.
I suppose there's no harm in it. Just starts to walk over. What did you want to speak with me about?
1 sec. Micah, you muted. You didn't deafen. There we go. Ah, well. I happened to see that fancy quiver on your side, and recognized it.
Oh, these? And he like lifts it up a little bit. Yes, I found it recently.
Oh, that was Reynolds. But why don't you tell me where you got it? Oh, where are my manners, young man? She's gonna basically gesture for you to sit down in the pew. My name is Valkia Frigg's daughter.
Just writing down the Reynolds part.
Reynold.
You said, Valkia Freak's daughter?
Yep.
It's nice to meet you. My name is Welcome Carson. I came across this quiver in a tomb a little while back when some gnolls had taken some members of the hamlet that I was guarding, and they had also taken my sister.
You can see her just slowly nodding. Her face is as hard as stone. You just see her running her thumb over the blade of her left axe. So it was defiled then. Okay, good to know. What was this tomb like, if you don't mind sharing?
If this is about the quiver, I would have no qualms providing it back to you.
Didn't ask for it back, did I?
Suppose you did not. Let's see. It was a bit in the middle of nowhere. Forested area. There was some murals on the wall, though most of the first level was covered in gore and blood, as gnolls are. We found the captives that were still there, in the middle of a ritual in a room with a lost statue. The gnolls were taken care of, and I believe most of their bodies were burned. Though without much knowledge of the location itself, most of it was left as is. I think a little bit of cleanup was done in the main antechamber so that we could spend the night there, as it had gotten dark by that time.
A bit more specific of how you got that thing, if you could.
Well, as for that part, the statue apparently had a bit of a riddle that was answered, and it led into another chamber that the gnolls had not got into. And inside, three of us had to defend ourselves from some skeletons. They were not they were not very happy to see us there, apparently. Yes?
Tell me, did any of those skeletons you're running into happen to wield a giant crystalline hammer?
No, I do not believe so.
Ah, I suppose if you're still here, that does make sense.
If I were to take a wild guess, would the very fancy coffin at the end of the room have contained such a thing?
Oh, you just see a relief wash over High so he's still resting. There's comfort in that.
It's, after we had gotten our ways into the room, the statue moved back into place, locking us inside. Several of the skeletons raised, claiming they needed to, I believe it was, protect the captain? Not sure how they spoke without throats, but
Same way they moved without muscles and flesh.
Inside we found this quiver, a few emeralds, and then oath on the wall.
And did you happen to swear it?
He would incite that part.
You may. Natural 2023.
Yeah, 10.
Oh, I didn't do my 15 sit-ups. Shit. What the fuck, Selkus?
Because I got a 10.
I know.
Did you get? He's mostly looking for, is it bad that he did?
She got a natural 2023. That is stone.
Well, with the statue blocking the way and the room around us identified as being magical by our caster friend, I figured could not be any harm in attempting such a thing.
Oh. So you only took it to save your asses, huh?
Well, the others probably would have, but I only even considered it because it seemed rather aligned with how I thought anyway.
That's good. I don't want one of Reynolds' favorite things stolen by some greedy little tomb robbers just trying to live. If you haven't put two and two together, forgive me, I know you not well enough to assume your complexity nor simplicity. But I am quite, as you can tell, connected to the people whose tomb you are in.
Yes, I had gathered as much, though I must admit I am a bit on the fence as to whether or not swearing that oath was a good thing or a bad thing given by your disposition.
Well, it's simply a thing. It depends on the next steps you take. For example, I am of the authority to dismiss you from it now. You can go on your way and you won't remember a thing. You know, we'll ask you not to remember a thing. Or you can start asking the right questions while you have someone here who's a bit of an expert.
Does your group focus on precisely what was in that oath?
It is tenets we have to live by. We live by that every day of our lives.
Might I ask what constitutes when nature grows beyond its purpose?
Oh. She basically holds out one hand and another. You got two sides on the scales of this world. We have creation, and we have destruction. Life and death. If one grows too high on the scale, it is our job to push down the other side. So, for example, if a forest grows overgrown, sometimes the forest needs to be cleared or burned. If a city grows beyond what it should be, we need to gently nudge events to put it back. By no means will we harm innocence if it can be avoided, and it must be avoided in all costs. But obviously, sometimes there are extreme circumstances. Does that make much sense to you?
I suppose it does. Would that happen to have anything to do with the way wars are started and ended?
Ended mostly. We try not to start them as they're too unpredictable.
Well, it does seem to nod a bit at that, liking that answer more than what he was expecting.
We make sure they end at the right time. Essentially, should one land aggress another, we make sure the aggressor gets a good bloody nose before the conflict is over. Teaching them not to do that again and upset the balance. But if they would naturally end sooner, in a peaceful manner, we tend to let that just happen.
I see. And the hamlet that I am from, which was a couple of days' journey from this tomb that I had mentioned, Greenbrook, what would you say constitutes it growing beyond its means?
We can't quite say yet. I'm not one of our, well, they call themselves diviners, but we're all aware that it's a best guess. There are smarter people than I. I am a woman of action. They are people of planning. Should it start to grow into a city rivaling Bravor, I'd say for what starts as a small hamlet to rival a nation's capital might push too far into the bounds of nature, wouldn't you say? Think of all the forest that would have to go away for that.
Yes, I'd imagine having two such cities in the same region could be a bit hectic.
Indeed.
In more ways than one.
And the spirits of nature wouldn't be too kind on such an outcome.
And these diviners are the ones that determine what I would assume someone at your level or lower would spend their time doing?
What is required of the order, and if you are in the area and can take care of it, it is encouraged. The neglectful are often sussed out within their first year. We don't do this for compensation, we get nothing from it, but the knowledge that we're part of something better.
I'd imagine, based on what I had seen and my own feelings on the matter, you do it to preserve what is and what can be.
Exactly. Sometimes preventing what could be, if that is a bit too out of line. For example, as you dealt with roving bands of gnolls, I would hate for them to grow beyond necessary numbers. And I would hate for them to endanger any sort of settlement, but every environment grows towards predators.
Yes, but it does not seem that you are entirely focused on just what could be bad for others.
No, we must also foster growth, such as building a school every now and then, taking someone under our wing, saving lives.
But what is the catch?
In what regard?
Well, I cannot imagine that a society that keeps itself out of the prying eye of the public entirely focuses on just what has been seen as good. I'm sure a good deal of it is likely due to not wanting to, or caring to take credit for what you do, but
Oh,
I imagine,
indeed. Glory is beyond our reach. And always must be. And it's only what is the greater good. Some things we have to do can seem rather cruel, but in the grand scheme of the world are beneficial.
So there may be times if I were to join where I would have to do something unsavory.
Not necessarily. You're a free man, aren't you? Not a we don't take slaves. We find that rather barbaric. We ask you to do what you can to help. Should you not be able to, some things will be done by others. Not like we're bloodthirsty raiders of any kind, but the world is unpredictable.
I see. And you had mentioned that if someone is in the area of something they could take care of, you would, or not necessarily you, but they would be contacted.
Indeed. Tell me, son, do you like birds?
I enjoy their songs. They do not seem to want to get near me much, though.
Well, all of us have one that brings us letters from superiors. Apologies for the secrecy. Even within our own ranks, some things become need to know.
Suppose that makes sense. With all of the nature theming, having an animal deliver the information makes sense.
Inconspicuous as well.
And
Now, young man, I do apologize for having to cut our conversation short, but I do have other things to attend to, as I think something here might be of a good first task if you don't wish to be released.
as I said, the oath I had sworn seemed to align mostly with my ideas of preservation.
Well, how about this? If you can take care of what's going on here, you might find a note or a letter for something else. If you can take care of that, we'll meet again. Gives you time to think.
Assuming that issue here is what is going on with the blacksmith's forging, it's likely aligned with what we were doing anyway.
The diviners told me that this issue is for me to stall, not to solve. The right person would come along shortly, and might be you.
I see. Well, I see no reason to delay further if that is the case, and I'm sure the others are likely getting antsy.
Possibly. They can't hear us. All of us are equipped with special equipment to keep certain conversations private. Now, good day.
It's very quiet.
So she will put up her hood, and your vision almost blurs for a moment as she is gone.
Sort of blinks and looks around a little bit and sighs before standing up.
Now we're gonna wait for folks to come back. 1, 2, 3.
I can breathe again.
Yeah, and
I killed Pebbles.
And now we
What'd
get a
you do?
paralogue where Toma has to. Well, you guys will talk to the nun. Toma has to deafen.
Oh.
Hey.
Okay.
Oh, goodbye.
What?
He's gone. Now, Ref, talk to the nun.
Yeah.
Which nun?
That one.
Harmony.
Oh.
Dog points to the gnome he doesn't like.
I don't speak to their kind, Broden. You
Good
should know this by
lord.
now.
What
do you mean, new people?
Who's gone?
Toma has to deafen, essentially. This is taking place while he talks to that lady.
Okay. Raphael's gonna go up like, oh, hello.
Oh, hi. I'm sorry about our visitor. She's a bit cryptic.
Oh, so she's not a member of your clergy then?
No, she's important, and she was helping us, but not a member, no.
Helping you with what?
Some things in the... she's gonna trail off.
I'm sorry, must be some dust still in our ear from yesterday's confrontation with the Mephits. I don't quite think I heard you.
Oh, I didn't say anything. You're free to roll against it.
Are you
There's-
okay?
I'm not sure what I would roll in that situation. Because clearly she just trailed off and didn't want to say anything. That's clearly odd.
Nope. No one's passed.
If I had to go out on a bit of a limb here, I'd say you're better at giving sermons than lying.
How'd you know I rolled a 6?
Ma'am, I can
Told
assure
me.
you... Oh, well, okay.
She's going to essentially lead you up the pulpit, off the edifice, onto this very ornate anvil.
Like we're on
That-
it or in front of it?
To it. Oh, no, she's not going to put you on it.
Okay.
Sacrifice to the gods.
Oh no! Big
Big
hammer.
man's blood.
Yeah, she's in front of this giant stone face of a lion that is constantly supplying a blue flame. It's here. And so this is specifically gonna be for Einar. She pulls out a warped, not jagged, but like warped sword. What's supposed to be you could tell it's supposed to be a traditional Leonian straight sword.
That doesn't
This
look
was-
right.
No, this was of today's offering. It was supposed to be.
I see. Did the
Not-
warping happen during the process, or...
No matter how my hammer struck. Thankfully, I had a spare I could show to the flock, but this is starting to get bad.
And this is specifically for what?
I'm afraid I don't understand the question.
Well, clearly something is happening between your crafting and the crafting over in the smelting yard. What is it?
I'm not sure what could be causing it, except for divine anger.
Could someone have cursed the place?
I don't know if it's quite a curse. It'd be over the entire town.
You said you've been having problems forging. Is there more examples of this then, I take it?
Here, she's gonna basically pull you to the altar and put a very good-looking ornate hammer into your hands, and basically grab some gloves and just literally hold a bar of steel in front of the blue fire to get it white hot, and she'll place it on the anvil. Trying to make something. What
Alright.
would you try to make?
I think he'll try to make just a standard axe head.
All right. As you pound and pound, the ratio, you know what you're doing. You've done this a billion times. the proportions are wrong. The thickness and thinness in certain areas is off. You know you didn't do anything different.
I didn't do anything different than what I normally do, but it's obviously stretched here. This is starting to go down. It's not coming out right, I can say that much.
AJ,
Yeah, it's my job.
while he was doing that, could I have attempted any kind of check to be watching for anything? Whether that be Arcana, Perception, or anything?
Well, it depends on what you're specifically trying to look for. Anything is too vague.
I have a skill specialty for detection under Arcana. Would I be able to roll for that?
Oh, to see if there's any magical fuckery?
Yeah. Like if after he strikes, the metal moves on its own or something.
Given the given the nature of it, it'll be difficult, but possible.
Am I allowed to use detection?
The specialty, yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Hit.
Oh, oh,
Oh, I don't need to. I still have my inspiration. I don't have to use it yet.
Nope.
Hopefully, a 25
So-
does something. Otherwise, holy cow! Why are we zooming?
Yes, guys, when you do that, it does zoom into the chat. Which Toma can't hear. So when you are looking, you've seen Einar work before. Nothing on his technique is wrong. It almost seems as if heat is moving. Like some areas of it are becoming too hot. Some areas are losing their heat entirely when he hits them.
That is odd. Obviously not getting close enough to burn himself, but I'm assuming after you pull the metal off the animal to comment about it looking weird, he's gonna just look at it closer. And you
Hey.
didn't do anything wrong with this.
I don't
Something
know
was
that.
working against you. The heat itself was changing.
Would explain the warping.
It's as
That's
if the
not
heat was
cool.
moving in a fashion to affect your very strikes.
Well. Still my work all the same. Feel free to present it to the next people who came through here. I have a feeling there's more to this than just some magical fuckery.
Sylvie, you read the Bible. What do you think?
Well, there was, maybe this is a bit of a lesson for you guys. There were sections talking about that perfectionism is not necessarily the core of this. That it's about it's about having an idea and making it and following it through. Potentially, if I don't. She kind of realizes that she's telling a nun, like, maybe you need to understand your religion. Yeah, maybe it's about that passage. You would know greater than I. Has there been maybe a bit of perfectionism in the flock?
Going to stroke her chin, and as there's just moments and moments of silence, you just hear the Dragonborn woman, who is, well, her robes look presentable, but a little bit less nice, if you get my drift.
Warn.
Just breaks. I think I did it.
Oh,
Did what?
What'd you think you do?
I made the Great Lion angry.
How?
And why do you believe that?
I had to present an offering on my name day. Something to show gratitude for my fortune of being taken in here, and it's not something I made myself.
Wait.
Mm,
What was it that
From
you? What was it that you
where?
showed?
that would do it.
One at a time. Go in order of descending height.
Fuck you.
Shut
I
up,
think
Short
that
ass.
means me.
Yep.
Took it from where?
What was the weapon?
It was a really nice sword I happened to find just sitting in a training yard, and there was nobody around, and the blade was such a beautiful black color.
Dear goodness.
Ugh.
Usually, she is crying tears, like full streaming tears.
Well,
Oh, come on now. I know, walk over there, put a hand on her shoulder. Look, what you did was wrong. And you know that. Alright? But, you're telling us right now. I think, if anything, the lion only wants you to learn your lesson.
Insight
Mistakes.
for everybody.
Oh, okay.
Is detecting lies
15.
effective to this?
No, because you're not inciting her.
17.
5.
You know what? Since it's late, I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Fire sure is hot, AJ.
Fire, indeed hot. Professor Will.
Micah
Nah,
would have
that
gotten
didn't
that
help.
9.
So, Sylvie Einar, you see Harmony's fists start to glow and she starts to move.
Oh no.
Is she moving towards the...
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm gonna get in
I'm going-
between.
Yeah, I will turn and stand in between them two, arms crossed. With Sylvie in front of me,
Heretic.
my tiny guardian.
Hey.
As she even pulls out a flaming whip.
Oh.
Whoa.
Okay. Does not the flawed blade teach more than the flawless? She made a mistake, but she needs to learn from that and learn how to write something. She was obviously too scared to present something she made. I don't think punishing her...
You don't know
I think-
the actual consequences.
No, I don't, but I think you favor the hammer more than you do the heat.
She cracked
Oof.
the eye.
Okay.
And you think whipping her will make that better? Is that your god? Is that your... Is this church and what St. Ferran believed in?
It's one of the two ways to fix it.
And what's the other?
way? Yeah.
Penance must be delivered one of two ways. Either the eye must be fixed through sacrifice, time, and regret, or the blood of the heretic.
I like
Until
Look at how
the
much
eye
he's crying.
is sealed, the malaise will continue on this town till it is either fixed or the town is destroyed.
Look at her crying. Look at how much this means to her. Do you really think that she's a heretic, that she doesn't care about this? Cool down. And open your heart.
If you are going to stand up for her, then I ask you assist her with repenting.
Gladly.
And what would that entail exactly?
Deep in the undercroft of our temple lies a precious artifact forged by St. Ferran's own blood and hands. The Eye of Zydos fuels our fire and fuels our souls. Some call it a direct path to the divine or to flame itself. And who knows what could come from it. So, if you have the materials for the ritual and the ability to and the want to protect her, she can be forgiven.
And what's needed for the materials?
The best way to describe it is cold in physical form, an object that exudes ice magic. to be sacrificed to cool it so it may be healed.
Hmm.
I gotta turn this music up.
Well, I think we may be in luck then. You can store your whip.
She does put it away. The minute like the conversation happened, it got put away.
Oh,
Okay.
It's one of those, well, shit, we gotta fix it. You could, I'll say there was anger, some malice, but not a, well, time to Inquisition. Not that kind. Much more of a, shit, gotta fix it any means.
Real quick question for you, AJ, just in general. Was she talking about she'd have to kill this person, or she'd have to just hurt them badly?
Insight.
Would that fall under my thing? Because that is
Yeah.
intent to do harm. Okay.
Yeah. It's 100%.
Natural 20, 21.
Your goodness.
So I'm gonna keep my workout record. This is gonna suck. It's one of those column A, column B bits where it's best way to describe it is if she happens to die from it, such as the divine will, but is not the goal. That make
Okay.
sense?
Would Raphael know if that? Because it is technically assault and possibly murder.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, against a
that
heretic,
would
though.
even against the the question then
Oh,
becomes,
would he
how
be
much power does
arrested
this
for
church
it?
have to be able to just kill someone?
Just based on vibes of, because you've been here for a few days.
Yeah.
She likely wouldn't get arrested for it if it's a divine thing.
It's not like she's walking out to someone in the street and just murking them. This would be like a in-house
In-house.
religious thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, frankly,
Well, you know, you could think it's extreme, but
frankly, I am happy to help. I'd rather not see someone have to possibly die over this.
Just sighs. If she's going to be taking over this church, I can't let these mistakes go lightly, but it's more important that she learn through your help.
Okay. Well, how about this then?
Getting more.
We go down there with her, we fix this little issue, and then she comes back up here and she gets to work at the forge under your instructions until literally, I don't know, her hands are bleeding because of how much just absolutely good work she's doing, and she never does this again.
Oh, not necessary. She knows the ritual, and once it is complete, she will be absolved.
I was gonna say, Raph, that's the absolution comes from the job we'd be doing.
Well, I don't know that.
I know. I know, lad.
Say this entire church with an anvil in it is not something I'm used to.
If you truly end up committing to the path of a smith, you'll probably get more used to it in time.
And
Yeah.
do not mistake my asking for your aid for selfishness. You will be compensated for it.
So this is
If you're-
this person's the gnome. Toma's
Yeah.
talking to the dwarf. Who is the person that is
The
Dragonborn.
Dragonborn? Okay.
Olivier.
Black Dragonborn.
VA.
I'm gonna approach Olivier, like kind of curling my lip at kind of the talk of compensation. I'm gonna rummage around and kind of cut off a bit of fabric and kind of lift it to her, like to use as like a handkerchief.
She thanks you and takes it and just says, I don't know what came over me.
That's okay. We'll talk about that when we get back. But for now, just try and take care of yourself. Calm down, deep breaths. It's okay to make mistakes, yeah?
Sylvie's right.
Oh yeah, I did make this a whole ass character. Cool. And now I shall roll a saving throw to see if that works.
Everyone makes mistakes.
Wow.
Oh, Olivier.
Oh. Do you need a hug?
I need to get this done.
I'm gonna.
One moment. As she is going to basically go off to her room to get cleaned up, and Harmony just basically falls back into the wall. Like, this is a lot for her right now. This is very plain to see. Like, she's got a lot to think about, just because, well, if smithing can't be done here, oh no for everybody.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn towards Harmony. I have a question.
Mhm.
This black sword that she presented, did you happen to see it?
Yes.
Was there anything of note about it?
So she's gonna basically pull out like a charcoal pencil and a paper and draw it. It had a curved blade. It had no handguard. And there were three red gems instilled in the black blade and one in the pommel.
I understand with your religion, presenting something that is not yourself made would cause issue. Would it regularly be causing this much of an issue for the entire town?
No. Even if she stole something, it shouldn't be like this.
Me
That's why I
thinks
was
something is up
so
with this.
strong to react.
Things going on across the country. If I had to make, as she said, she doesn't know what came over her. It might very well be that something did come over her.
How do you mean?
Well, is it public knowledge who is going to be doing the ceremonies each day?
It's not, but she does tend to do them more and more if I'm busy. The day this happened, there was a mine accident. There was a collapse. It's when those horrible methods came.
Kind of look towards the other three.
That
Right?
seems
Yes, when the
pretty.
method came.
What do you think the Mephits brought some kind of crazy mind controlling sword with them?
I think someone may have.
Possibly someone has. Would not be the only odd occurrence in towns recently.
True.
Do you still happen to have the sword anywhere? If she used it, or did she offer it up and it simply vanish?
The way our sacrifices work is they're melted.
Hmm.
So now that
They're
metal is
thrown-
in there.
What was that, Pebbles?
Do you have the melted metal like collecting somewhere?
Unfortunately, no. It's almost through divine intervention. If something is offered to the mouth of the lion, it's gone. Reduced to dust and atoms.
You know,
I have a theory that someone may have somehow coerced or planted the idea for her to use that sword in this very reaction they wanted to happen. If you can deprive a town known for its blacksmithing and crafting of their very craft, it would do a lot of harm for a lot of people, not just
Well,
of the town.
also think of it this way. I mean, if people are targeting more than just Greenbrook, I mean, Greenbrook's a small village, practically a hamlet. Be easy
But
just to
it
get
had-
a small group together and just wipe that out. Something like here, though, I mean, you need an army. I mean,
Well, you
happened
don't have
recently.
to send an army to destroy a town, especially if you strike at their livelihood.
that's what I was gonna say. I mean, if you make it so they can't mine, they can't smelt or smith, and
Indeed. And while Greenbrook is small, with the initiatives going on there, it has the potential to be something much more. Possibly something someone does not want it to be.
Also, if an attack happens in a small place, attention gets pulled there, maybe resources, soldiers, etc., etc. It pulls attention away from other places where maybe plots are
True.
being woven.
Possibly.
So coordinated, feels like.
I worry she's a nice girl, but her will is very weak.
You did. Actually, I think she did mention that you took her in. Was she orphaned?
She was an orphan. We've had her ever since she was a baby. She hasn't known a life outside of here.
See. It does explain why she'd be so distraught.
Does she have any friends or people that she talks to often, that, or even if so, maybe someone she's talked to recently that wasn't in that kind of friend group?
She does have some friends within the flock and of the parishioners here, but I don't know of any of them by name, unfortunately. She's quite gifted.
I'll leave you guys to it, and I'll just move off while you're having this conversation.
I'm gonna tag along with that. Buddy system.
She's quite the blessed individual, actually.
You say she has real talent?
Might be why she was targeted then.
She was able to pick up priestly magic when she was 13.
Certainly is impressive.
Even her breath, it's light. It's not acid.
Never heard of that one before.
She knows what she has to do, and I think she's preparing.
Believe so as well. It's possible that it was simply a moment of weakness.
Here, I have something I'm going to need you to take with you.
Aye?
She's going to slowly gnome walk away, and come back with a small box.
Ah, yes, gnome walk.
They got little knees.
What is it?
She's gonna open the box, and those are 2 healing potions and a scroll. This is going to be a very dangerous task.
See?
What is the scroll of?
The spell healing word.
Useful.
Yes, you likely need more than this, but this is what we have to spare.
On our rough, Lucian will kind of start reaching into his back pocket and kind of hold the frost quartz out towards you, since everybody's walked away.
Right. We found this while we were looking into the myth. It's held on to it, despite some other people's protests. Turns out, might have been a good thing we did.
Yes, that is likely what you need.
That's why I prefer to be practical when we find weird things in caves.
Though I don't know fully of your religious actions and whatnot, I would like to posit the possibility that this is not solely her fault.
Given the evidence for this, I don't believe it is. But even if it was, even if this was malice, through this act, she would find total absolution, son.
Yes.
I could not hold anger towards her if I wanted to.
Very well. He's kind of just looking at the design of the sword. Does it look like any kind of sword in particular, any sort of cultural-based sword or anything?
Difficult arcana.
Difficult arcana.
Quite difficult. This is bordering on possible.
I have a +5. I can try.
Good luck, Chief.
Yeah, and I already used my inspiration.
I was gonna say.
I was
gonna say. Since Einar is a smith, a very experienced one who's
You
been around
can
for a
roll
while,
your own one, Selkis.
I was gonna argue, could I give him advantage by helping him? But he already rolled.
He already
so-
did it. I would have let you, but he already did.
Yeah. So would this be in just Arcana? You said.
For you, it's history, because given your background.
Okay.
He's coming at it from an academic. You're coming at it from a Smith's background.
Okay. Could I
His-
we wisdom then
Wisdom.
instead of intelligence? Yeah.
Yes.
I have +5 to Arcana and
That's a
history would have been the same. Okay.
We ain't passing that.
Fire hot.
Fire indeed hot.
So, no,
Yes, you're
Nat
quite
one.
right, Lucian.
So it was a curved black blade, no guard, and 3 gems in it.
yes.
What color were the gems?
Red.
So 3 red gems in the blade.
Really
Mhm.
fancy blade, black blade, red gems.
I'm not sure of the possible origin of this sword, but we may need to be on the lookout and keep our ears open for other odd occurrences in towns we go through. Ones seemingly targeting the town's well-being.
Are you saying a sword is magical?
Oh, anything can be magical if the right person gets a hold of it.
I'm not
And
doubting
sometimes magics can be very dark and corrupting by nature.
that. Lad. I fought through around a century of war with people, okay? I know how bad magics can get. I meant more specifically with this one.
Yes, if someone were to take the sword or the materials used to make the sword, they could possibly enchant it to have... He's trying to think of the right word. A
Alter
sort of
someone's mind.
corrupting effect.
Alter someone's mind, put them into a berserk state, make them turn on their friends and allies, mistake their enemies for their friends. Yeah, I've seen it.
I'm more thinking of somehow corrupting the heat in the area.
That's an easy one. Known too many knights who got a bit too hot-headed because they had a bit of fire on their sword and thought they were invincible.
I think that might have just been pride.
Oh no, the fire was quite real, I can assure you that much.
Very well then.
Either way. I suppose we have a job to do. Should wait for the return of our furry compatriots and... Oh, he's going to be quite shocked, I think, when he comes back.
Is Lowell like in the room, or did she take him out of the room?
So
You
she's
gone.
about to. So Lowell's good to come back now that I messaged Tomba, but we are going to cut to Raphael. They were in the room the whole time, by the way.
What, Lowell?
Okay.
Yeah, Lowell and them were in the room. You just could not hear anything. coming
Oh,
from over
okay.
there.
I mean, we were kind of distracted with the whole almost whipping thing, so...
Yeah.
From old Whippy.
Was
No,
being
we-
whipped?
You're still on pause, but you get to listen again.
Well,
Um,
he's a gorilla, he's always on pause.
Oh,
Nail, smack him. So Raphael,
Mhm.
you want to tell people what that 16 was for? Because it's an interesting discussion topic.
Yeah.
So Raphael, given his history with his friend Gabriel, and probably hearing just as he was leaving the room about like her picking up like holy stuff and a breath weapon that is holy magic, is starting to think in his mind. He goes, "Huh." He's like thinking about it. He's like, "Is this a Dragonborn Aasimar? Do they even know they're Dragonborn Aasimar? Because Gabriel said he didn't know he was an Aasimar for a very long time."
So, granted, you're not an expert, but you are getting information, so don't worry.
Yeah.
So, it's not impossible. You've been around Lucian for a while now, and other Dragonborn just in your life.
Yeah.
Given her like almost like fin-like tail and very dense-looking scales, it's possible that there is Aasimar in her lineage, but it's unlikely that she herself is.
There'd be more probably signs.
Yeah, there'd be more signs, and she'd have less draconic abilities. Like, you would know, even a Dragonborn presenting Aasimar wouldn't be able to use a breath weapon. Because that comes from draconic magic, not holy magic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can make that summary that she's probably somewhere in there, whoever her parents are.
Kind of tucks that into his head.
Yep. And so you knock upon the door.
Yep.
This you go to what you would assume is her chamber, as it's the only closed door. And it just goes open as you see her praying in front of an altar, dressed a little less nice and a little bit more for go time.
Oh, you look ready.
She wipes her eyes with that same piece of fabric Sylvie gave her. She folds it and puts it on her pillow. She stands up and exhales slowly. It's going to take a lot out of me, but yes.
Yes, but I think you're probably the best person for this job.
It has to be me. No
Well,
one
this-
else is able to take this on.
Well, despite whether you did it or not, that's not my point. Out of curiosity, you have any idea who your parents initially were?
No, I was dropped here as a baby without any indication of who I was. Sister Harmony gave me my name and taught me everything I know. She's the closest I've had to a mother.
Well, whoever your parents are. Well, whoever your ancestors were, definitely got some strong blood in you.
That's what I've been told. I'm not much of a combatant, and I will be otherwise occupied during this ritual, so I hope I can rely on your protection.
Well, as my honor, or I say on my honor, I, Raphael Laurent, will try to guard you to the best of my abilities. Even if it costs me my life.
Sorry about that. I do appreciate this now. I hope you're all okay with heat.
I don't mind getting a little warm. Or really warm. I did decide to go straight up to the face of a magma method. Probably wasn't smart.
No, it's probably not your bravest, but as the sister had explained to you, it's possible that the eye opens a gateway to the plane of fire. Something that we don't know what might come out. And it may not recognize us as peaceful in any way, and so I do ask you try not to speak to them.
Alright.
During this time, I may need an entire minute of dedicated concentration or greater to complete this ritual, and if I'm interrupted, I'll have to start again.
Well, we'll do our best. I mean, come on. But what's the... You know, I'm not even going to say what's the worst that can come out of there. There's a lot of bad things that can come out of there, but I'm willing to give it a shot. What about you,
As am
Sylvie?
I.
I'm in this. I'm not letting you go down there alone. I think
Yeah.
that would be really bad. And plus, this guy is so good at protecting people. Look at his armor. Look at his
Yeah.
shield. Look at that.
I mean, look. Think about Lowell. He only went down once last time. Because I decided to step away, not thinking about it.
No, don't go there. Don't go there.
I feel so bad about it.
It's okay. It's okay. You have, you know. We learn. We learn.
Now, would it be helpful for you to know my capabilities?
Oh yeah.
Well, I am gifted in holy and pheromantic magic.
Okay.
I can create shields, projectiles, chains. And of course, all of us are gifted with the most basic healing.
Don't give up on
Translation? She's got Shield of Faith, Brass Shield, Guiding Bolt, Iron Shot, and Healing Word.
that one. Alright.
Yo, best healing spell in the
Well,
game.
I would say me and Einar are pretty good at staying in the front. Sylvie here is fantastic support. Lucian is also very good at support, and Lowell is a great range fighter and can even go toe-to-toe with some of the best in close quarter.
That's good. The Chamber of the Eye is not the largest room, and I'll have to be close to, if not in the center of it.
Well, then we'll stay by your side.
Is there anything that we should do or shouldn't do? So, for instance, like, we shouldn't move you or touch you or heal you or anything like that?
You want I should explain it in above game?
Yes.
She has to take her action to do ritual over and over and over and over. And if she has to use her action to do anything else, or if she takes too much damage, or she gets knocked out, reset.
Okay, but it's not like concentration check if she gets hit.
No, it's not,
Okay.
but she's weaker than you guys.
Yeah.
We still shouldn't let her get hit.
So
Yeah, it's one of
if she
those-
uses her action for anything else, she has to restart all over.
Correct.
Yeah.
Which is why some of her spells are reactions or bonus actions.
Ah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna, like, climb up on the back of Raphael and just kind of, while she's getting ready, kind of getting her last stuff. Hey, so, just getting your advice here. You know, bonuses, you know, sometimes it's nice to have Bobbin around. Bobbin's really helpful, is so cool in healing and stuff like that. I don't really want to bring Bobbin to the big fireplace. How about...
Look, if you don't want to bring Bobbin, then I wouldn't bring Bobbin.
Okay,
like-
cool, I'm just...
I
Yeah.
will say I'm very curious right now because this person, Olivier, clearly has some very strong, what I'm assuming to be very strong Aasimar blood in them. They're not Aasimar themselves, from what I can tell, but they seem to be, I don't know, very strong.
Does Sylvie know what an Aasimar is?
Sylvie has heard tales of them.
Okay.
Sylvie has correct and wrong information.
Oh.
Fair enough.
Just
With
like
most
Sylvie has with
things,
everything.
still, Pebbles gets to be wrong when she chooses.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You probably didn't know this, but my friend Gabriel back in Greenbrook, you've probably seen him during the festival. He was working security. He's an Aasimar, so like they could do some crazy stuff.
Is he really? I thought they all constantly cried gold.
I don't know.
Oh.
See, when I was a kid, I was told that some of them were just statues that would try to attack you if you didn't look at them.
He didn't look at them?
I know, it's very strange,
Oh, that's really scary.
right?
Okay,
Gabriel said that
Uh-oh.
was a myth, though.
okay. okay.
So weeping angel.
Yes.
I chat.
That's... Maybe then she was... Maybe it wasn't just it being anyone. If she's got this kind of powerful kind of, you know, like, potential in her, maybe she was picked out to kind of...
Well,
For this to go wrong on purpose, you know?
I'm not one to believe in fate, but if it's not fate, then Sidonia's really good with this dumb luck sort of thing that I like, because
Mhm.
that is really lucky of them.
Right? And, like, this person kind of wins either way. Like, didn't Harmony say that Olivier is kind of the next person to kind of take over?
Yeah.
So if you know, Olivier were to die during this, you know, either the town gets cured and Olivier
Yeah, it's not
potentially dies, right? Like, it's kind of a win-win for whoever kind of did this.
Actually, I wanted to ask her quick. Olivier, out of curiosity, the day that you found the sword, did you talk to anyone that day? Like, besides, you know, the probably going out and giving the general blessing to the people.
Not anyone in particular. I was in line for the bakery and I did the grocery shopping for all of us here at the temple, and then I did bump into somebody, but
Oh?
they waved me off and were disappeared into the crowd.
Magic after you.
Do you know what they looked like? Perhaps?
I only saw the back of them, and I only saw the back of a hood.
Raphael just kind of looks over to Sylvie.
How tall in comparison to you, if you could just hold your hand up.
So she's about 6'2".
Yeah.
She's gonna basically put it to her mouth height.
How tall was ye old mystery man? The hag spawn.
That
Well, you do know they can shapeshift as well.
Yeah,
though.
so you want-
Right.
also that is deep in notes.
It was also during a fight, so
Yeah, so
And
I'm
also
gonna
everyone's
say-
big today.
Yeah, I was bigger than you.
Yeah, good. Yeah. Okay, so good for you.
Alright, well, something I guess Raphael could ask then. They were wearing a cloak. Do you remember the color of it?
It was
Patterns.
like a dusty burlap brown.
Pretty sure that does fit some of the shirts, because you can change your appearance, but you may not change too much of certain clothes, like cloaks.
you can't change your clothes at all with like.
No, but you can go and put on new clothes. Cloaks,
Yeah.
though, you wouldn't
Also,
bother.
Micah, you're not there.
Okay.
We'll talk to the others about this. We'll try and figure out who did this to you. Because we've been helping out around town, and no one has mentioned the fact that a sword has gone missing. We even have had reports of weapons going missing. You know.
We have
So-
an axe, but no sword.
So if someone just left this and you took it for this long, I bet someone would have reported it. I think someone set you up. I think all of us do.
I kind of agree, yeah.
Yeah. So try not to. You can learn from it, but you've got to kind of keep moving, you know?
You're gonna take a deep breath, nod, and just gesture you to leave her quarters so we can get this done. And that's what we're gonna call it, actually, because we don't have enough time to do this. So, thanks everyone for tuning in. If you want to stick around, Pebbles is gonna read to us. So, thank you for everyone who is here, was here, or will be in the future. Drop a follow if you like it. Subscribe if you can afford it, or if you have Prime. Prime lets you take money from Jeff Bezos. And keep watch of weird swords you find in the park, and choose your role carefully.